And welcome everyone to the Redline Racing Network and the Sunday Night NASCAR yet again back for another exciting night of racing right here on Redline. In the booth with me this go around is Jeff, of course, but we've got the man, the myth, the legend. The pterodactyl has to go to work tonight, but right now the pterodactyl's in the base with me. Pterodactyl, buddy, good to have you for a few moments.
Great to be here, fellas. My God, last week, what a finish to that race as I've tried to DJ and watch it on my phone. What can these guys do this week as we come off of the high banks in all of its glory to the road version here at the big house in Daytona? A lot of question marks tonight. This race, I believe, was not supposed to be Mexico City, but we didn't get it on the iRacing side of things, so I think this may have been substituted, not 100% sure. Setups could be tricky tonight. Brand new tire and aero model released not even a week ago. A lot of question marks. This race could have big time implications on the points. Could we perhaps see a first time winner tonight? So while it's road racing at Daytona, losing all of its restrictor plate glory, I'm still fired up and ready for all the high flying, high octane racing action. Jeff, what are your thoughts about coming in tonight's race? What are you looking for when all is said and done?
I really don't know what I'm looking for. I'll be quite honest with y'all because, yes, iRacing has thrown us one heck of a curve this week because the fact they didn't get Mexico City, I would say the proper name for the track, but I ain't quite. It's like Hermanos Rodriguez or something like that. So they threw us a bit of a curveball.
I just call it Breaking Bad.
Yeah, just Breaking Bad. So they've thrown us a curveball for this week and really didn't have no choice. So you just make the best of it. And I myself am out here taking laps and on the spectator session just so I can get an idea of this different layout. I mean, just like I talked to you guys about, I've run this thing in the 24 hours of Daytona, endless amount of laps, but it's a slightly different configuration. And I don't know what to think.
Yeah, man, I will tell you right now, from a GT driver's perspective, I've actually ran a GT car here on this exact layout. That final chicane, it will bite you. Hard on the brakes out of four, downshift as hard as you can, and it really throws you off. This track was not meant to have that there, period, whatsoever. And here tonight, we're going to have it, and it's going to make these 3,600-pound stock cars an absolute handful.
So you said they got a break as soon as they get out of four? Oh, my goodness. Yep, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You transition like you're going to pit road, only you're not. And also, that Mettler, as you know, the pterodactyl's aware, pit road can be a trauma place on the racetrack. And with all these cars already breaking down into there, that's going to make it even worse.
It is. That could be disaster alley, as Matt J alluded to. The other thing I want to point out is I don't have much experience here. Maybe about 2 or 3 laps before we officially kicked off the broadcast. The one thing that I quickly stood out is there's a lot of high-speed sectors of this course, followed by hard braking and tight cornering, and it was easy to miss the mark. And when this next-gen car, for some reason on this surface, misses, it takes off like a howitzer. It slides forever. You're holding on for dear life. So you're going to have to be a precision-based driver out there tonight. Hit all your marks or pay the price, especially as I'm on board with Ron Fitting right now as he goes through that chicane you were just talking about, Matt. And that is dicey. That is stressful situations. And Ron, I love what's on the back of your race car. I'm not going to spoil it for everyone else, though. I'm sure Matt, Jay, and Jeff will show you all of that back of that number 3 machine during the live broadcast here, or I should say the race. We're live right now currently on Redline Racing Network. Gentlemen, thanks for having me here for the pre-race show. I have to sign off, but I'll be with you guys on my phone just like last week. Have a great call, and may the best man win when all is said and done.
Yes, sir. I was glad to have Mr. Mettler on here for the pre-race show. Now it is time to focus forward and get ready to go 70 laps here, Jeff. 70 laps. Going to be a long time for these drivers to negotiate this racetrack.
Well, I'm just sitting here thinking about my league race Wednesday night. I've got a lot to do. I got a lot to get ready for. I really do. Like, and this track is. I mean, it's very similar to what we're running in 24 hours of Daytona, but that chicane out of turn 4 is just brutal.
Yeah, that chicane really, really breaks up the flow of this circuit compared to the 24 hours. Why are we talking about that so much? People's going to be like, well, it's stock car racing. It's different. Yes, it is. But we know what this track will do. We have spent countless hours riding around this circuit. I think,
Days.
yeah,
Yeah, little days.
guys, y'all don't understand iRacing world. When it comes to Daytona, it comes to the 24-hour. Pretty much, I would bet to guarantee 90% of these drivers in these cars tonight have done that. And when you do that, you spend so much time. So, yes, the car is different, but the track knowledge stays the same. But you throw in one curveball, one chicane, and everything's different.
Yeah, it seems to me like even for this heavy cup car, which we all know this cup car is a very road racing design car, seems like the brake points are similar to the GTP cars and such. I ain't saying they're exactly the same. They definitely don't. The car don't handle the same, but it's got a similar feel as far as the brake points. Now I don't. I'm still on cold tires out here trying it, but I'm just trying to get a feel so I'll know for the broadcast.
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. The cold tires, they did do a tire model update to this next gen car literally a few days ago. These guys haven't had the time to really get ready for this race, which also throws in a wild card that could lead to a tornado in a trailer park right real quick if you're not careful.
Yeah, I can see that, but I can also think, good lord, um, to me it seems like you're gonna need the tires to be hot to be able to get through that turn four chicane. That seems like cold tires just doesn't like to go through there, and this first lap could be a bit dicey right there. Everybody's gonna have to be very respectful of each other.
There we go. Well, it is going to be an absolute wicked ride for the coming laps here tonight. I'm ready to go. Warm up with 3 minutes to go.
Yes. Yep, and they're gonna need every bit of it. I guarantee every driver's out here, trying to give it a whirl and driving to put some laps in here, just to get the last few laps, just to get, just as they say, warmed up. This is the only league that does that, and I kind of like it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, that 10 minutes is going to be make or break. I think I like it too, man. And I think here tonight it's going to pay off more now than ever. I honestly believe that.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not my favorite track in the world. I'm a big Watkins Glen guy out of the ones we race on, but I can deal with this one.
On board with Don Miller down the back straightaway through that chicane. We're about to see the part that we talked about all pre-race long. If he rolls through 3 and 4, and you will see the problem that arises just out of NASCAR 4. On the brakes early, you hear the car downshift once, twice, now maybe a third time if he can get down to it. Nope, he's going to stay a gear up, which that will help you sneak through. Nope, never mind, he clipped the curb. There's the problem.
The entry curve is okay. It's the exit curve that is hard to hit.
Yes. He clipped
So the left-hander you can get in. The switch back to the right, to the left is the hard part.
That was insane.
Oh gosh, I got to get better at that for my Wednesday night race here.
Yeah, and you mistime it, right?
Yeah, you mistime it. It's a lot harder braking than you think. I believe if you think you're braking hard enough, you're not braking hard enough. I think you just got to go just that little bit more, and definitely gonna have to practice that myself.
All right. We are ready to go. Warm up is complete here tonight. So that means the only thing standing between us and the end of this race is 70 laps here at Daytona. We do have stages tonight. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But right now, everybody going to populate themselves on the back straightaway behind the iRacing Porsche. Wow, they're using the Porsche tonight. Different. Nice. But again,
I kind of like that.
I do like that. But guess what? We got to deal with first thing tonight. Getting these cars down through that final chicane, getting up to speed.
I gotta hope that a good chance maybe they'll give everybody an extra lap.
I mean, yeah, if you don't, you're going to be on cold, and I mean ice cold tires.
Yeah, and that's more important now than ever with this update. It really is.
It's going to be an interesting one.
I mean, even on the Cup car before, cold tires were deadly. So, thinking we might stick.
I'm, yeah, I am. I'm trying to look real quick to see if they're going to give an extra moment, but I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. Yeah, I loaded in to look at the race control screen real quick, and nada.
Nah, that's right. So,
So these are going to be icy tires.
I think we're living on a prayer.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely insane. There is no
Hopefully,
doubt in my mind.
I forgot to tell y'all. I forgot to tell Metler before he left. I got me a condenser mic on the way.
Nice.
So I'll sound a little bit better talking to y'all next week. I was hoping it would be here yesterday, but you know how shipping goes these days. They say it's going to be here Saturday. That means Wednesday sometimes.
Okay, so I'm not the only one. Thanks. Yeah, I've been dealing with that with a computer for the last week.
Now UPS I'm pretty good with. UPS they always nail it, but FedEx and USPS here, yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Sometimes sometimes UPS even gets it to me on my side of the state before it's said to be here. So
Here we go. Joseph Lester brings them to green. Green flag in the air. We're rolling. So far, so good. Headed towards turn one.
they get down into turn one. It seems like they're going to be fairly cordial right here and right in the beginning. We'll see how it goes further on back. But they get through turn one clean. That's one of the first hiccups down through the initial set of S's out into the big hairpin to the right.
So far, so good. Ricky Bobby.
That's right.
Everybody on the brakes here into the first horseshoe. Now headed towards the international horseshoe, man.
International horseshoe. There's two. One's a horseshoe and one's the international horseshoe, isn't it?
Yep.
Gotta stay with you on that one.
Yep. That would be it.
Here's
The second one's the international.
There we go.
Nice and smooth. I'm surprised. We got a little bit of a battle for the lead. Combs all over the back bumper of that Amazon Prime machine just in front of him.
Yes, it is. I'm shocked early. I'm kind of surprised that they're trying to put the pressure on each other this early, but I guess he thinks, hey, why not now? Better now than never.
Better now than never, headed towards the back straightaway. And again, this race is going to become, in my opinion, I don't know about yours, a very interesting save your equipment race into the back straightaway bus stop for the first time.
And it's different when we say save your equipment in this type of race because you save your equipment is not wrecking it, because there's a couple places that can get you into trouble here and you can get some serious damage. But at the same time, you've got to keep pace, because even though we're going through, we got stages, the pace can change everything. If you get far behind, you're in trouble. There we go, about into the to whatever this bus stop is off of turn 4, NASCAR turn 4.
And Mettler there in the Redline 64 running 21st. Good run for Mettler. Oh, well, we got problems.
Yep, we got some trouble back in the horseshoe.
Oh.
We were worried about it. It looks like the 66 car's around back there.
Let's take a look really quick.
Chris Custer?
Oh, the 27 got in the wall too. Into the final set of chicane, and it was just one of them deals. They all got stacked up.
Tony Meering spins around, and I believe it was a little bit of a chain reaction, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's about 3 cars there that all got together and went around.
Yeah. Everybody's rolling. Don't look like no major damage.
All right, let's drop down by the pack here. Take a look. One guy that suffered through all that was Combs. He is back to the 8th spot here tonight. Eric. Rob back there in 10th. Take a look up front now. Joseph is checked out, so we're going to have a little bit of a race for second on back right now.
Yeah, and I know I haven't watched. I haven't done any of this because it wasn't an official race this week. But I know some of the guys. I know Matt Cox has run a lot here this week. He run it because that was the NIS race for the week. So I know Matt Cox has some laps on it, but I don't really know what all that means. I don't know what that entails just yet.
And how many laps was that NIS race this week?
I'm not sure right off, to be
I think
honest
it was
with you.
I want to say 35.
35 laps. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a good length road course race for a regular official race. So I'm just kind of watching Joseph Lester get through this. I don't know, let's call it something. I don't this mini bus stop. I don't know.
The mini. We'll call it the mini.
We'll call it the mini bus stop because it's a joke. But he got through it, but he doesn't have a lot of pressure right now. So one of the big things here is he's making such good laps is he's going to start catching the tail end of the field. So a lot of these guys will get off on strategy. That's a hard part about road course races and guaranteed caution. Sometimes you can get off on the strategy and just be in such trouble.
Yeah, just to catch everybody up there because I saw it flash on the screen. Ron Fitting, he missed the mini. He had a little bit of
Yeah,
trouble.
and so we look at the lap times from the front of the field, for example. Sean Rogers just run the fastest lap time that race at 114 seconds. Well, the slowest lap time was 143 seconds. So the guys out there are 133. Those guys are really going to get behind in this deal, and that's going to come into factor.
Oh, we got a car around just on your screen there. You see no leaders go through. It's down there towards turn 1. Chris Davis gonna spin sideways, and
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit gonna make a mistake. He'll keep rolling, and we're gonna see a lot of that, right? We're gonna see a lot of guys slide sideways and be okay.
Yeah. They all right. He just looped it around. May have been too much rear brake in it, and he just looped it around there, and he got it back going. No damage. Only really lost one spot, but more importantly, he lost track distance from the leader is one of the most important things on this deal.
Yeah, and boy, what a slide. Well, what are you thinking so far? I'm a little bit shocked at how smooth we started.
I am too, but they got through. Our biggest concern was that mini bus stop. Is Joseph Lester's going through that right now, and he's basically just creeping through that. So no big deal.
So what does it do here for the flow of the race? Because we know we're not going to see yellows except for the stages, really. I think that messes with the flow for drivers as well.
Well, it's one thing if you're trying to pull off a strategy call. At least then. I'm wondering if somebody won't try to do something and flip the stage, especially if you got a fast car that's towards the back of the pack, maybe qualify bad. You can pull off some sort of strategy deal.
Rich Jetty down through the mini there. Nice arc. These guys are figuring out the mini real quick, in my opinion.
Yeah. A whole lot quicker than I appeared to in my few laps of test driving. I got to work on that.
Taking a look here at Levi Poland. He's up 10 spots already in the 45 Cheetos machine. He's up inside the top 6.
Levi Poland. Yep, he's rolling.
And he's closing right now on Tyler Hunter just in front of him.
Tyler Hunter and Sean Rogers seem to be be the next on his list to move through. And if he's moved up 10 spots, I don't think he'll have a problem getting through these two the way he's rolling.
William Knopf just moved up to 11th. Ron Fitting recovering back to 13th after his long slide. Eric deep in the pack. He's going to have a bit of an issue, slide out wide, get in the grass. He'll keep rolling.
And going back to the front of the pack, it looks like Matt Cox in the 22 car of
whoa. One around right behind Cox. That was Levi. He got the tire barrier.
Uh-oh. And if he got the tire barrier, this ain't good.
I think he missed it, man. I think he got lucky. That car shot like it was headed to the tire barrier.
Yeah, he got lucky. He did.
Oh, my goodness.
That car went around, but he's back going. Now, I'll tell you something. In this new Cup car, you can't even slide the tires. If you slide the tires, you take 8 to 10% of tread off of them. It's incredible how big of a difference a little bitty slide matters.
And Richard had a problem as well. The 24, another issue for the 24. He actually jumped to pit road trying to deduce what happened here into turn one. About a lap ago, goes around and he smacks the tire barrier at pit road entry or exit. Wow. Well, that
The
car
race
is
for the
done.
lead's tightening up. Who was that? Which one was wrecked?
That was going to be Richard Pewitt. He is on pit road out.
Okay, it's different. I got to get this first time I've ever called a road course race, so staying up to sync with you and stay on the same page is a challenge, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. Matt L. Cox there as well.
The race for the lead is tightening up, to be honest with you here. These Cox, Lester, and Hodison, they've tightened up quite a bit in the last couple laps.
Yeah, and they're clean right now as they run.
They are clean. In the backstretch bus stop, it looks like Matt Cox really, really picks up on these two. So he's running real good through that section of the track, and it looks like the others are getting away on the other end, but that's all right.
Well, they're working their way through. Taking a look here, taking it to 5. Dakota there as well. That's going to be the 36 machine. It's going to be tied into the bus stop.
Yeah, it is. It looks like they're getting through there. Everybody's been fairly cordial in this so far.
Fairly nice. Oh, whoa.
Fairly nice.
Whoa,
Oh, the 5 messed up.
That was almost not nice.
No, it wasn't nice. It looked like he tapped the brakes one extra times, and it just the left front may have locked up on him.
The 35 with the issue up front, going to lose the race lead. As we're looking at that, he slid wide.
He did. It looks like he's going to lose more than the lead. He really messed up a little bit in turn one. I don't know if he locked up the brakes or what.
Man, he did, and he'll fall back to second. He's got a shot here to get that car back to the 22's back bumper, though.
Yeah, I'm taking a look back just to kind of see if I can get an idea of what happened. Oh, it looks like he overshot the apex just a little bit. But he got it back going. No damage. Nobody's hurt. He's rolling again. Well, didn't lose but one position.
We got one car sideways. I seen it out of the corner of my eye into turn one, but he's still rolling. Battle for the race lead picking up. How big's the draft here on the oval portion, you think?
I think it's pretty big. It's enough to pull you along. But again, I'm kind of basing that on the other tracks.
184, 185, big move into the bus stop. Look at this, battle for the lead. He'll back out of it. Nice call backing out of it.
Yeah, he took a look at it, but it's hard to make a pass right there. I mean, you can, but it's almost not it's not a great place because the track narrows up so much at the apex of the turn. And the same with this next turn and the mini bus stop coming up here. That's not a place you're going to want to pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to pass anybody. Now, if it's
one, like I said, it's that switch back to the right that gets you. You can make the first one, but you just gotta. I guess the first one you just gotta slow down more than you think for.
And we got guys all over the place. Matt Metler crashed. Funny enough, so Matt Metler had a problem.
I thought he was going to work.
That's well, you know, he ain't left yet apparently because that car's still creeping around.
There's a joke I could say, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to hold that one for off the air. If you know Metler, you probably know what the joke's based around.
The real question is that Metler in that car.
I don't know. You said it wrecked, so it's a good chance.
Yeah, as slow as it is, too, it's a good chance.
We do have a little bit of a battle of a second between Matt Cox and Tyler Hosson. Oh, the leader just messed up just a little bit again.
He
rear end wiggle.
He wiggled. He wiggle wobbled.
Look how you got down on the power just a little bit too hard, and it stepped out a little bit on him, but still rolling.
That's just race. I'm gonna message Metler. Keep your day job. The driving portion's not going great. He definitely needs to keep his day job.
That's right.
All right, taking a look behind him here. Levi Poland there in the 45. Who else we got? We got Rob. We got them pretty well equally spread apart for the most of the top 10.
We do, and that was a worry about me about broadcasting this race, is I figured they would spread out a lot. I'm not sure that a lot of cars actually entered this race because some of these guys just don't like road courses, and I understand.
So,
But I'm a fan of the road course. I mean, I don't want to race them every week, but
I mean, right now the last car on the lead lap's Matt Mettler in 22nd. However, he's up 2 spots.
It's a big track.
We'll give him that.
We'll give him that. But those 2 spots he's up is because people wrecked.
Yes.
Okay.
The 32 going to be hard on the brakes down into 1, trying to close on Hudson there. Can't get there right now. He's just a little bit too far back. And we desperately need Matt's camera facts.
Yeah, we do. And I had anything when I'm thinking about Matt Cox, I feel like he's just trying. We got a battle for second now.
And
Yep.
we got a battle.
We had a battle. They just kind of closed it off. Everything's good.
And
Just like Cox is just kind of getting little looks at it, and he's just letting it go, just letting it happen.
he's playing with his food.
He might be. He might be just letting things develop in front of him. One thing you see cool about iRacing is you see these cars are hard on the brakes. They glow just like in real life. Those brakes just get red hot. I like seeing that. I think that's cool.
I don't think we get as much brake fade on here, though.
Probably not. You know, that's something they'll probably try to build into it.
Yeah, brake fade without a doubt.
That'd be kind of cool.
There's-
The abuse of brakes.
There's the 21 right there, right in front of Levi. Nice tight battle. That's Hunter, Rodriguez, and Poland. 1 in 6, 7, and 8.
6th, 7th, and 8th. Yeah, that's 6-place car, the 21.
So it is nice and smooth here tonight on a Sunday evening here. If you're just joining us, Redline Racing Network, the Sunday Night NASCAR Series at Daytona at the road course here tonight. And Joseph Lester pulling away out front. It's Hudson second and Cox in third. Fourth right now is Rogers. Fifth is Tyler Hunter.
Sean Rockin' Rogers back after taking a week off. He went to the real life Michigan race last week, so he was probably 10, 20 beers deep and just didn't make the race with us last Sunday night.
I mean, if you had to choose, wouldn't you go the real race too?
We got to reckon a little bit of a spin the 45 car around in the mini bus stop.
Oh, mini bus
He's
stop
back going.
again. Let's go
Yeah,
see if
Poland.
We can grab
Yeah,
him.
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, and he was out with Kenny Copeland. They had a fun day at the racetrack, so it appeared.
Let's see if we can catch it here. So the mini bus stop, the mini bus stop. Oh, right there, you saw it just off air, walked it up going into the corner and slid her sideways. Luckily there, I don't think he hurt the car.
No, I don't think so. I think he already
look.
has some right front damage, but it appeared he just kind of locked it up and rear end come around and he slid off the course. He's fine. Keep rolling.
I now realize that we've got multiple interesting things about these road courses. Is another thing you just don't, as we got another problem, hang tight. Let's see what that mirror to the 77.
What'd we miss?
Well, it just popped up there. We're about to the mini.
Oh, that's the rear brakes right there.
Hey, that was some good Joey Chitwood stuff.
Yeah, it was. 45 Levi Poland's around again. Boy, these guys getting some laps on these tires. They're starting to get real slick. This is one to put in the memory banks. Like I say, these guys are slipping and sliding now.
We got another one around somewhere. Matt Mettler. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Matt, buddy. Oh, he's at the mini bus stop. Let's pick on him. We're gonna pick on him. Here we go. What happened to the Redline machine?
What is he doing?
Hey Matt.
He just missed it altogether. There's a turn there, Matt.
Hey bud, you gotta turn left. Where are you going, man? This is back alive.
That's better. What is he doing?
He is now a lap down, by the way. Oh man, he just he just needs to bring that car in and go to work.
Yeah, he just needs to call it a night. Meanwhile, at the front, Joseph Lester's really pulled away from second and third place. After he looked like the car was struggling a little bit, it really looked like Lester was starting to struggle there. But,
It was.
you know, Mike just got out of rhythm, and once he got back going, he's fine.
So that's the thing, right? You get out of rhythm, you have to get back into rhythm. So let's do some hillbilly math, shall we? We are about 10 laps in right now.
Yep, we're on laters on lap 10.
They're about 18 minutes into the race, right? So 18 minutes to complete 10 laps. You're looking 70 laps. Oh boy, I'm gonna fail at this. What, 2 hours and something of driving?
Yep. And I have no idea how long they can make it on a tank of fuel. Do you know what the stages are?
I had them pulled up. Let me go pull them up. I believe first one maybe 16. I'll double check. Let me go grab the stages. They're 2x2. Look at this. Look at this. I believe that's a lap car Joseph's going by.
It is. Yep, he's putting another one down. Like I said, right now he's picking them up and putting them down lap times. You
And
know, he's fastest. Matt Cox and Tane Hodgson are, third and fourth fastest on the track respectively.
my concern there is as we go further, right? I feel like some of the field is going to drop off just because of the attrition of this type of race. But it makes it
Yeah.
very, very, very interesting.
It does, and you got a lot. 70 laps is a lot here. That, you got what? How many turns is this thing?
I wanna
12
say
turns. That's a lot of turns to mess
it's
up in.
12. Yeah. Lap
Yeah, a
16
lot
and
to
lap
mess.
34.
Lap 16. So we're 4 laps from right at 4 laps from a stage caution.
Yeah.
Which
Um,
some of these guys are going to be ready for that. I can promise you.
And now that 34 stage, that's going to give them a long run till the end. After that,
It will. Yeah, definitely.
you're looking what almost half the race.
Every bit of it. 70 laps. Yeah, pretty much. But for guys like Joseph Lester, Matt Cox, and these guys out front, Tane, they are really looking forward to that section. I can promise you that they want to get to that third stage as quick as possible and still not have any damage.
I don't even want to go look, but we're gonna. What happened? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, there's a corner there, bud.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Metler, you're supposed to turn left there.
Jesus. I'm going to give him some driving lessons.
Hey, if you're gonna hand them out, man, I need them too.
Cox back behind him. So I'm not going to brag, but someone here finished third in NIS Fix this week.
They did,
Yeah, allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Are they in this Discord in the broadcast?
Yeah, they're in this Discord.
Yeah,
In this broadcast.
it wasn't me.
Cox, nice run right here. 2x2. Oh, a little bit of crossover action. Nice. I don't want to say this Metler wrecked again, but anyway, 2x2. Up through the kink. That's tight. They made it work.
Battle for second.
Yep.
Matt Cox and Tane Hodgson racing hard for second place. It looks like Matt Cox is going to clear him for second.
And he is clear.
He's clear.
They went 2x2 by that kink there. They did a good job not getting into anything through the kink.
They did. And you know what's really hard about it is once you make a pass, you've got the next corner to set up for. You've got to hit that perfect or you just give the position right back because you're so focused about being clear. Yes, you'll miss your next mark and then give it right back.
And
I'm bad about doing that.
If you blow the mark totally, you're bad off.
Yep. It's almost dangerous to make a pass because you've been overshot the next turn.
So working their way through. Nice job hanging on. So again, we're getting ready to have the stage break. What do you think we're going to see?
4 tires. I don't know that we might see some people considering this big track. You're probably going to see some guys dive on pit road here and try to flip the stage.
You know,
I really do.
we don't talk about that a lot in iRacing, do we? The flip of the stage, but it could really happen right here.
Especially if you've got a guy that's fast that qualified bad. Let's say Jeff Carson's a good example. I don't know how good he is on. I've raced with him, but I don't know really how good he is on road courses.
Well,
But for example, if he's competitive and he says, I'm just going to take it easy and stay clean, and I'm gonna pit just before the stage caution before the pit road closes, I can pit, let everybody else pit after that, and I can come out in first.
well, he's picked up 6 spots here tonight, so that's good.
Yeah, and the key to that is you got to be close to the leader. You can't do that if you're about to go a lap down. You can't give up a lap to the leader and be on the tail end. You have to be able to come in, pit, 4 tires and fuel, and not lose a lap to the leader because you're going to go into that's the thing about it. It's only limited people that can do it.
Just heads up, Mettler 1 lap down. Dennis trying to hang on right now. Not sure if he's a lap down quite yet. Yes, he is. So we got a lot of interesting action going on right now.
Yep, and I think it's going to continue to be that way. Like I say, these guys are going to try to do some interesting stuff with stages. I'm trying to look at the lineup right now and make a prediction, see what's going to happen.
So we got a couple of guys that have made a stop. One of them being inside the top 9. Mr. Carson, it's registering that he has made a stop here at some point.
So he may be going with the strategy I talked about then.
Yep, for sure. It's so interesting to see who does what here. Is this kind of
the significance is, like I said, is he can't lose a lap. Trying to see where he is in relation to the leader, because if you lose a lap, you're just going to have to take the wave around, and it's not going to do you any good.
I think we got about 16 cars on the lead lap right now. 15 cars to be exact.
Yep. Yep, because Chris Davis just went down a lap.
Yep. So there you go. So that means that Eric here is trying to hold on in the 5 and stay on the lead lap until stage break.
That's right. Now, say if a guy wasn't racing for stage points and they were like, let's say Cox and Hodison, they weren't racing for stage points, or it didn't matter if they didn't need them, they could flip the stage real easy and come out to the good.
Yeah. Dakota's had a problem.
The biggest thing is that if you want to win the race, you got to put Joseph Lester behind you and make him have to fight his way to the lead.
Taking a look real quick.
But as good as that car is, though, it doesn't appear that that's going to be a factor. I think if you put him in 5th, he's going to come back.
That's a front end destroyed for Dakota, too, as well. Happened down into the mini chicane.
Oh, lovely. My favorite spot.
Dakota down pit road, and that car is damaged and killed.
Oh, yeah. The splitter is jacked up and everything on the left front.
I'm going to start taking guesses how many cars we got on the lead lap at the end.
I don't know. After that long green flag run at the end, the 3rd stage, it ain't going to be many.
I'm going to say 10. Oh, somebody missed the mini kink. The mini stop. Oh,
I don't like it.
It was Mettler. Dang it, Mettler. Cox right now battling with Hodson. They're big on the brakes. Inside the 32.
This has been a good race. The 32 and the 22 are very evenly matched, and Cox just gives him position instead of fighting for it. And it's not worth making the guy. It looked like he wanted it a lot more than Cox did. So let him go.
What are we here? 2-ish laps away from stage end?
I'm on lap, I think we're on lap 15, so we're coming to stage end next lap. Oh, we got a car around. Sean Rockin' Rogers is around in the mini bus stop.
All right, let's take a look at what happened.
Uh-oh, this might be a problem. He's high-centered on the...
All right.
Uh-oh, we may have to have a caution.
He's high-centered, ain't he? We're looking at what happened here on air. He got hung up. Oh, boy. Oh yeah, he's high speed.
Uh,
Oh no, Sean. That car's still there, and there's traffic coming, guys. Be careful. Oh, this does not look good.
they need a caution.
Where's the leader? They are in the infield, coming down the end of 4 now. Rogers is still there. He is trying desperately to get that car to roll.
He is. I don't like. Somebody needs to put out the yellow flag here. Do
Somebody
we have
needs to.
race control?
I don't know, but somebody's got to be looking at it because the leaders is coming, folks. Joseph, somebody has to be on the radio talking to people. Here we go. Leader going to go around.
The leader just missed the just skipped the bus stop. That
Because
should
of
have been a
that.
caution.
Is Rogers still there? No, he is not. He is now gone. Luckily, we got so lucky that guys didn't.
I don't like that. That should have been a caution.
That was not good.
Do we not have a?
I'm not sure if we do or not. I wouldn't think. I would think if they had saw that. And Chris Custard has now jumped to pit road along with Sean Ruckin Rogers.
Yeah, Sean Rogers just towed. I don't.
The problem is, dude. I don't. Oh, big contact with the 22 and the 32.
I don't know. I don't know if Rogers was getting frustrated with him there or something. Is that payback on something we missed? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It's just like he tried to give him a little bit of bumper there.
I'm trying to recap that situation too because I'm doing math here. By the time Sean Rogers toes, he's going to be multiple laps down because he was hung up so long. And there's only going to be one more stage yellow. So, you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
Meanwhile, back in Never Never Land, your race leader should be coming to the end of the stage.
It appears he's 12. He's at a 12-second lead on second place, Tane Hodgson.
That's even with missing that mini stop.
That's even with missing that. It looks like that's about to get erased. I mean, that's going to get erased once we get the stage caution here. But you got to think if he's out front when we get to that final stage, it's going to be a whole lot more than 12 seconds.
Yeah, Dakota's having another issue as well. We got them dropping like flies here through the pack.
Yeah, there ain't going to be many cars left outside of the top 10.
Mettler is somehow up to 18th and rolling.
There's the stage caution.
There's the stage. Yellow is out. Should be right there. So Joseph,
these guys are ready for a break.
Lester, great job there getting the stage. All right. What do you say we do a commercial break, buddy?
Let's do a commercial break.
Yeah, because this is going to take a while for them to ride around under yellow.
Yep.
All right, folks. We'll be right back in a moment. All right, welcome back to Redline Racing Network and the night's coverage of Sunday Night NASCAR at Daytona Road Course here tonight, the other Daytona, as we are getting ready what should be pit road open.
Yep. Should be. They're going through the mini chicane now, or the mini dumpster fire is what that is. Everybody's headed to pit road.
Yep. I love how you call it the mini dumpster fire.
That's exactly what it is.
You do not like that chicane, do you, bud?
I don't. I think it's pointless.
So NASCAR claimed that chicane was put there for safety reasons and speed.
Safety reasons and speed. Well, I mean, the 24-hour cars go 300 mile an hour almost down through there. Well, not literally. I guess they're probably doing over 200, but close to 200. I mean, they're doing way faster than the Cup cars ever will.
Yeah, going off into one. So, yeah. So, for reference, folks, they're off of pit road here, lap number 20, and I believe that's Mettler.
Probably. Did he get out of the race car?
He is still on pit road, so nope, he's rolling. He's rolling forward.
He's rolling. He's rolling.
Keep those prices rolling. Roll hard.
So, do we have any stage flippers?
Not that I can tell.
I'm looking to see here.
Joseph's still got the lead.
There's a car 62. I'm guessing he's a tail end of the lead lap right here.
Yeah. He is. That's John Wilco. They're in 14th right now.
Then he'll get the wave around here. That's a tough wave around too. He's gonna have to catch up to the back of the field. That's big course. That's easy. It's not a problem on speedways and stuff, but it's gonna be tough here getting the wave around and getting back around to the tail end.
They should give him the wave at the start finish line, and he's gonna have to boogie.
He is.
I'm curious to how the car feels out there. Maybe our in-race reporter will let us know at some point. Or in-race.
He should know how it feels for sure.
Is he an in-race reporter or in-race ding dongs?
I don't know what he is. He's not even talking to us.
All right.
So we should be coming to one to go here, and we'll get back.
At some point.
Get back to this thing.
Mettler's gonna have to change his suit out after he gets out of that car.
Have to, for sure.
Yeah, you know.
No, wait for. Nope.
He's there.
Scared the poop out of me, Don. You asked how this car was driving, how it felt?
Yeah,
I'm not the right person. It feels like a wooden roller coaster that shouldn't exist.
Oh, is that right? Well, you know, you forgot to turn left quite a few times.
Yeah, that's how it looked. That's how it looked from our standpoint.
I'm still trying to dial the brakes in. The default brakes, whatever setup this is, was horrible. I'm not even supposed to be in this car. I was on my way elsewhere, and then we'll talk about that change of events later. So I was stewing like a firecracker, and I'm like, you know what? I got a team up in the booth. I'm going to try to see if I can tame this road course. And this thing is just, it's tough. It's challenging. It's hard to stop. It's hard to put the power down. And you try to get a little more out there on the racetrack, and you miss and you hang on for dear life. And I'm sure you've seen probably the 30 mistakes I made that first stint. It's a lot more difficult than it looks. Let's just leave it at that.
All right.
It is. I went out there before the race and got a handle on it myself.
Brake bias go to 50. You can't adjust your calipers because you've already started. You should have dropped your steering box down to where you had quicker steering.
I do have a 287.
All right, that'll work. I love how I'm crew chiefing and broadcasting at the same time. That's amazing. Talent. Meanwhile, Lester, bringing them back around here, our in-race reporter down here a lap down, actually.
That's it?
Nope, you're more than that. Never mind. I was giving the
Okay, I was going to say. Hey, you know what? We're inside the top 20. We're 2 spots outside the top 15. That's a miracle.
Are you telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Well, mine of your payday is going to be going on tires by the time he's done. That's the problem here.
Yeah. Trying to see if the 62 of Wilco will be able to catch the tail end of the pack here once he got the wave around.
He's
in the backstretch bus
he's
stop.
not going to make it. There's no way. Without an extra lap. They're coming out of 2. NASCAR 2. Oval 2. Whatever you want to call it.
It's going to be tough.
So, Mettler, we have dubbed the front straightaway chicane the mini chicane.
The ninny.
The mini disaster, the mini whatever.
Yeah, that corner has been, or that sector has been the master of your iRacing disaster for me several times already this evening, and a handful of other drivers that have had similar experience just off the nose of my race car as well. So at least it's not just me. It's given some of these other guys a hard time too.
It's a disaster. It's been that way, and a few people in turn 1 have had issue, but a couple have went around and a couple have just kind of stepped off and lost a big chunk of time. But here they come through the backstretch bus stop.
So we are ready to go back to green once again. 14 cars will be officially on the lead lap. By the way, to answer your question, John is not going to catch him.
Nope, he's coming up on the International Horseshoe, and they're coming through NASCAR 3 and 4. It's going to be... I'm curious how close he'll get, but he ain't going to get to him.
Yeah, he's not going to get there in time. Another curiosity, we're at lap 20 now. That second stage is only 16 laps away.
Yep, and it's... Yeah, I guess we've clicked off 4 laps here in the caution, so... John's on the backstretch. Or coming through NASCAR 3 or 1 and 2. But they're coming to the green.
Yes, sir. Through the mini we go. Let's do the mini dance down towards the start-finish line. The green flag will wave. Here we go. Back under green here tonight. Green flag in the air. Let's go. Back underway at Daytona, headed for turn 1.
This seems like another clean start here also.
Yeah, everybody giving room. Nice job. Nice and easy.
For now. Oh, the 22 misses the turn.
He went
The 22 missed the turn, went way wide.
That's the...
Jeff Carson's off the track. Way off the
Carson
track.
went John Deere mode.
Yep, he went John Deere mode. That was Jeff Carson. He's back on the track.
I love it. Matt was trying to talk and wrestle that car around at the same time. Down into the international bus stop here, or horseshoe rather. Wrong thing.
It's gonna be some unnatural.
Full brown code red on the racetrack. That's what I call it. Not green flag. It's full code brown.
Ron Fitting up there tonight, up 11th. A great run for him. Everybody back on to the NASCAR Oval once again. And don't look now, but Wester's already starting to step away from him.
Oh yeah, and Jeff Carson takes out Chris Davis.
Oh no! Let's take a look.
Happened right in front of Mettler.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, is that right?
Oh my goodness. Jeff Carson just way overshot the turn.
He was waiting till Ocala, Florida to hit the brakes there. Jeez.
Yeah, he did.
He been about 60 miles north.
He must have got caught up in my jet wash.
Must have. He got caught up in something.
There's a 45 Cheetos machine doing battle with Diego.
That was the no braking zone.
Hey, don't break me there. That is my no break Eastware.
The no braking zone.
I just happened to look up in the mirror and I thought my virtual race was going to end right there, to be quite honest with you.
Well,
I understand.
They're working.
Oh, Davis! Davis is spun in front of me.
Oh, no.
Oh God, thank God.
Western.
And of course, it's right when you're surrounded by sausage patties. So if you try to go right or left, you're going full blown Evil Knievel mode.
Sausage patties.
Yeah,
What
the
are you
big,
watching?
the big curbs.
Ah, okay.
See, I know
Yeah.
I know the lingo here. They're gonna get spread out here. Man, oh man. The big problem here at this racetrack, man, is it's so easy to get strung out. It's unreal. The field's so far apart.
You know, I'm always a fan of close quarters racing for the excitement factor. But with this course, I'm okay being strung out because anytime I'm around somebody, I'm so paranoid I'm going to mess up or they're going to mess up. We both end up making mistakes.
Well, as to your favorite line, it seems like you want to be more strung out than a methadone clinic.
Absolutely. Here, yep, sign me up.
There we go.
During the break, I was listening to the radio traffic, and Matt Cox asked Joseph Lester. He told him, he said, "We were having a good race for second. I don't know why you had to run off and leave us sitting here." And that's exactly what happened, because he had done pulled away to a huge lead, but Lester told him, I think early on he was running a conservative pace. I don't know if he was trying to save fuel or something, and he was messing up doing it, so he went back to doing what he normally does, and he just gapped him.
Taking a look, pulling side by side into the mini bus stop. They make it work. They'll get back single file. That was Diego with him. How you doing over there in Race Reporter? You hanging in there?
I don't know if hanging's the word. Clinging on for dear life, absolutely.
Leave out.
Just trying to learn right now. Just trying to understand the rhythm. This track is just so unforgiving, and these tight braking zones, like right here in the chicane, you can't miss to the right or the left. Otherwise, they got that curbing there, and it just launches this car like a rocket ship into the air.
No, you're right. In the chicanes, the first turn sets up the next turn in the chicanes. If you miss one, you miss the whole thing.
Exactly, and it's like you start there and you miss, it just gets worse. It doesn't get any better.
It does you no favors.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, Matt, you're only about 12 seconds a lap slower than your leader.
Hey,
I'm okay with that.
Only.
Because the leader is on another planet. He's like a Nissan GTR with 1,000 horsepower and all-wheel drive. When he came by me, he was like a scene out of Talladega. Or Talladega Nights. Is that the other cars? I mean, he was absolutely lit. I couldn't believe how fast he was going by me compared to my pace or everyone else's.
He's definitely picking them up and putting them down. And for the early of the run, Matt Cox seems to be able to match his speed, but the long run, it's lights out.
All right, nice. John has the win off track again. Well, yes, I know, Google. There's lightning in your area. I'm aware. 24 on the board.
Yep, I'm in the same boat.
Well, you see, I didn't think it would be here till later on tonight, but
I'm east of you. That means if it's hitting you right now, that means it's headed to me soon.
It's about 10 minutes out, and it's about to be a doozy.
I love
that severe weather moving in your region.
Oh yeah, both of ours.
Yeah, the Mid-Atlantic is gonna get some pretty potent QLCS type thunderstorms, high precip, highly electrified, some quarter-inch to half-size hail possible there. You guys, if you're in the path of those storms, you better hold on for the ride. It's about to get rough.
You know, and I'm an oddball in this, and now I'm not talking tornadoes, but general thunderstorms. I love thunderstorms. I love to lay in bed and listen to it rain and thunder and lightning. I'm an oddball with that, I know. Now, tornadoes is a different thing. I'm headed for the basement. The last time we had a tornado warning, me and my wife grabbed our cats and we headed to the basement. They didn't think too much of the basement deal.
All right, so I'm going to give the standard warning I always give when this starts.
Yeah.
If we magically somehow disappear before the end of this race, I promise you it was not my doings.
No, it was Mother Nature's.
Forces that we cannot control up here in the Tony Trepass Memorial broadcast booth. However, we will make every attempt to reconnect and resume coverage, weather permitting.
One sliding wide.
Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
All we need to do is just hold off for about another hour and a half, right? That's all we
What?
need.
We missed something, fellas. Joseph Lester's lost the lead. And
Uh-oh.
3 spots. He's fell back to 4th. We need to.
Let's see.
We're sitting there
what's
talking
right.
about severe weather. We need to go back.
Oh,
He wrecked.
Yes, he did.
International Horseshoe. He wrecked. The leader wrecked.
Yep, I got you. I got you.
Oh, no damage. He's gonna be all right. Actually,
Well,
this will make it exciting. Get us something to watch because he's gonna come through.
Okay, all honesty, I can't believe you lost that much time over that.
I know, right?
Oh, he had trouble getting back out of the grass. That was the problem.
You know he's beating himself up.
I mean, to be fair, as
Nah.
fast as that car is, I don't think it's,
I don't think so. But now we get to see him on offense instead of defense.
just don't make another mistake, right? You made one. Don't
That's
make
right.
another one.
And I'll be honest with you, which he got lucky, he didn't get no damage. But these cars the way they punch a hole in the air, even in a road course, it's a lot of aero drag. It's hard to pass people because of that.
Nice work right now. Trying to hang on at the moment.
I was looking over at my track map and I was looking to see where everybody was on the track, and I seen the 32 up front, and I'm like,
That's a problem.
that's odd. Did he lose? Did a storm hit him or something?
And
And then I'm searching through.
That's another question. I hate to go back to that, but with storms moving in on the East Coast, how many of these guys are in trouble?
I don't know. It could be several, especially for powers bad about blinking. I know one of these guys was from Damascus, Virginia. Isn't that out? I think that's a little north of you.
It's a little bit, but I know what the power situation is over there. And yeah, a fly can fart on a wire and it's gone.
Well, then we'll probably he'll be blinked out if that's him.
William got to sneak through the mini there. He lost a spot to Diego Rodriguez. Matt L. Cox continuing to dominate.
Oh, battle for second. Joseph Lester decisively takes over second place. Didn't misplace the shoot.
Not even a crunchy, punchy fight.
No, he is just absolutely flying through this field.
Man, that is absolutely insane. That car is a rocket ship. We should be what, 10 laps away from stage?
Yep, we're at lap 26, so we're having like I said, lap 36 is when the stage break is.
And does anybody know where we're rolling into next week?
Pocono, Long Pond, PA.
Well, that's a little bit different than here tonight.
It is, but you know what? I've always considered Pocono, you can run it like a road course because it's so big and it has some slow speed corners in it. Kind of reminds you of a road course. For an oval, it's the closest thing to a road course. It's a cool track. It's actually one of my more favorite tracks. Now, I'm on.
Sign me up for that.
We got a wreck in the.
Go ahead.
We got a wreck in the bus stop yet again.
I heard it, didn't see what happened.
Well, who went off? I got Matt Mettler crashed. Well, look at that.
That's not true.
Oh, that's what he gave us.
You don't need to click that.
Oh, I don't. Okay, here we go. Taking a look. What happened here to Matt Mettler?
Yep, he's gonna have some damage on that one.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit.
Yeah. You gotta slow down there, bro.
I'm trying to see. This is the other part. I'm trying to play with the brake bias, and if the car just is not jiving with it, it's not like a gray area of where to let you know. It just steps out to lunge. It's gone.
The leaders just went by you. Joseph Lester's just making tracks.
Trying to be courteous there, give them the preferred lane. but not give myself an off-track penalty at the same time.
He actually messed up a couple times there. Joseph is, and we've seen that early in the rope. There he goes again.
Oh.
I don't know what exactly is happening to that car. It looks like he's having issues getting the throttle down. Now I don't know if that's a track change or whether he made an adjustment or what.
Could be a couple things. It could be also his tires are never back to the same from the original mistake.
That's right. I mean, I don't. Maybe it all goes back to that.
You know, it's like a domino effect. You put the dominoes up on the table, you start knocking them over, and next thing you know, you get a car that's hard to drive. And that car is really evil right now. That whole car shifted going into the bus stop.
I told you the thing is wicked on him. Now, we're going to see how he compares on lap times when he comes back around here, but that thing is wicked.
Say hi here, buddy.
And I do believe we're right back here tomorrow night for Xfinity at Daytona as well. I think is where they're at.
Oh, that's awful fun.
28 on the board. This time by of a 70. Everybody's just getting into a rhythm. They're about an hour into this race.
Just say hi here, guys.
Joseph Lester may have messed up that lap, but he was still 2 seconds faster than Matt Cox.
Yeah,
He is on a rail.
He's going to get there. He is absolutely going to get there. So if we do quick hillbilly math again, if it's taking us about an hour to do 30 laps, that means they've got about another hour and, say, 20 minutes of driving to go.
Yep. They're going to get a stage break here to split all that up, but at least we got a race for the lead. We need to get old Lester to spin out once. Keeps it interesting.
Yeah, it does. And he is closing in. The gap now down to 2.3 seconds.
It's almost like he's able to decide how fast he wants to go. That's how fast he is. It's just like he's able to manage that gap. If he needs to run hard, he can. If he needs to back off, he can.
Davis here trying to hold on to that final car on the lead lap as well, just so you're aware. He's 13th. Diego, problem for Diego.
Diego just parked it face first into the tires there. That's going to be huge for him.
Oh, take a look here. Locks it straight up. Same corner that our buddy here, Mettler's locked up 1,000 times. Unfortunately for Diego, not able to get stopped. Man, we're seeing a lot of guys lock brakes up here.
Especially in that little mini stop. Joseph Lester cuts it down another half second. Now, right now is when he's going to get into Matt Cox's dirty air, and things can get a little bit tricky again.
Yeah, and I don't know with that car how evil it is, how that dirty air is going to affect it. Earlier I would have said not at all. Now I'm not sure.
Now I'm not sure. As fast as that thing's been, it don't look like nothing's going to affect it.
Oh, continuing to ease through. It's going to be 30 on the board.
He's sitting there behind the wheel going, here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Right?
Yeah.
Wonder if he's got a cat on his lap as he's driving like I do 90%.
I don't know. That is the best feeling.
Yes, sir.
Driving a race car is when you're sitting back there and you're gaining. You can see that car getting bigger and bigger.
Did you guys happen to see the back of Ron Fitting's Toyota Camry? Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah,
I did.
I would also take a look at it again as well. Let's go take a look at that for a moment. Let's have some fun with Ron. Fun with Ron. New segment tonight.
I love it.
All right, let's take a look at what it says here. Doop fun with Ron. Chase tonight. There we go. What we got here? That's interesting.
That right
Drive
there
me
is
thoroughly
the
and I'll total your
awesomeness of Ron Fittig right there. Doesn't say much. He doesn't have to yell on the radio, make a fool of himself. He does it other ways, and that's just some crafty craftsmanship from Ron Fittig. I got a big chuckle out of that.
And Matt Cox messes up into turn 1, and Joseph Lester retakes the lead.
Well, so much for that.
So much for that. That's over. And he's gone.
And he's gone. We hope you enjoyed your talk with Ron. Ron Fittig.
Yeah, and I felt like Matt Cox was trying to get him a stage win there, but
he was.
he was.
It didn't work out that way.
Chevy's dialed in.
He's taking that Chevy to the levee.
Six brother Chevy to the levee.
And the levee's not dry.
No,
Are you sure about that?
I'm about positive.
I don't feel like we see those mistakes from him again.
He gone.
He's gone.
This is hilarious. Some of the funniest racing I've seen in a long time, to be honest.
Talking
More-
about Mettler again?
No, not yet. I'm just waiting for to see his name right up in red again. If you wreck out Mettler, just make it impressive.
You got it. That's a deal.
All right. Joseph. Matt L. Cox there as well, falling off of Joseph right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Davis. Man, how the hell is this man running 16th? Mettler, what in the world? You're up 8 spots.
I
He doesn't even know. He's clueless.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Well, see, the more we make him talk, the more chances we have of perspective. No, talk.
Perspective. Have you run the
Backdooring me
24
into
hours?
another crash? Yes.
Yeah.
Have you run the 24 hours of Daytona before, Mettler?
I've never ran this ever. This is the first time right here, right now, live on Redline Racing Network.
Okay, we're getting to see. Yeah, even that's what I was telling Matt earlier, that I feel like the break points are similar.
Believe me, I've never felt more like a horse's patoot in my life.
Yeah, and if you run the 24 hours, you would know every single bump and dip in this racetrack. You literally, it's beat into your head.
Joseph,
I can see why.
Other than that stupid minibus stop.
I vote we put him in a prototype next year and we put him in the car at 2 in the morning.
Ooh, that would be fun. Put him in a caddy.
Joseph continuing to lead over Cox there as well as Tyler. We ought to con him into running the 6 hours at the Glen.
I could do that. I love the Glen. That's my favorite track. I haven't got real good at the boot. I'm assuming the boot is in on that, but I'd give it a whirl.
I mean, we still got like a week to Oh, he crashed.
Who crashed?
Mettler.
I slid.
Well, it registered as a crash, sir. Okay.
It's a slide. It was a controlled slide. It's called the drift. Look it up.
Okay, YouTube comments. What do we classify? Okay. You're supposed to stay on the throttle though.
Did another one for reference.
Uh-huh.
If you want to need another. Actually, I got Papa Doc here behind me. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Joseph continuing to dominate. Oh, he's letting him go.
That he is.
Good job, Mettler, letting him go. I'm joking around with him, but there's a chance he keeps running these scores.
Oh, I know that.
Hey, there's a chance he scores the top 10 if he keeps rolling here tonight. Take a look here. Don't look now, but Matt L. Cox closing back in on your race leader.
I was looking at that too, and I was wondering if he messed up, but no, it just looks like Cox has just run some good laps there on him.
Yes, he is, and he is closing quickly. He's got 5 laps to figure something out before stagehand.
And like we said, though, he could have some damage done to his tires, and they're starting to show that now. because he definitely was putting some serious laps down. And these tires, they just said during that stage break that they're seeing significant tire wear, which we normally don't see on iRacing at road courses. That's been a big issue, and at short tracks.
Again, new tire this week, man. New tire.
Yep, all new tire bottle.
Well, this will tell you about a 3-second drop off in lap time for your leaders.
Yep, sure is.
That is huge.
Yeah, and we'd see it at Martinsville too. You'd go to Martinsville and run an entire race on one set of tires. And it was about temperature. You know, you could put new tires on just if your tires got hot and they helped you, but it really wasn't a significant difference.
Through the mini once again. Nice work here right now, crossing the stripe. Joseph able to, it's almost like you said, he's able to dictate how fast he goes.
I feel like he is because now he's pulling away from Matt Cox again.
Playing with your food, man. I thought we taught his kids not to do that. Man. Joseph, the man, Lester out front. Lester man leading.
I was looking to see if we got anything going on. Everybody's kind of grouped out here, spaced out.
Man, everybody all over the road right now, if you will, trying to manage these tires.
Well, Joseph Lester just had another mess up in the International Horseshoe there. It seems like he's having issues putting the throttle down just periodically. That gap that he had opened up on Matt Cox is gone again.
Man, I just don't know. I don't know if it's all tire or what the deal is. I'd love to hear some tire numbers from him at the end of this event.
Yeah, me too. I'm kind of curious myself. Oh, there's a wreck at the end of the... And their leaders are coming through.
Oh, no. They're clear.
God.
Oh. That was Bobby. They made her.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, if you're the leader, that's like worst case scenario right there.
Yeah, it's hard stopper.
Bobby slid around right in front of him, and here they come.
Yeah, literally right in front of him. He got back rolling, and they both went to the inside.
Good job. Lester's opened that lead back up just a little bit through that. Oh, that's wide. That's way wide, Cox. Hello. Nice recovery, Cox. He went way wide, had to arc that car in terribly hard to get it to turn.
He made it look like he did it on purpose, didn't he?
He kind of did, actually.
Oh, let's pay attention to Joseph Lester over here coming out of the International Horseshoe when he gets to it. Let's just see if he continues to have issue over there.
We own it like Fran Flynn here.
All right, see, he's been going right down here through the apex and right here getting back to throttle.
Yep,
He's been having an issue.
The car wiggled again.
Yeah, it seemed like he's just having a little bit of issue getting the power down.
Well, he's got to survive just a couple more laps here.
Yep, lap 34. We're coming to the next stage break.
Holy cow! It is Joseph Lester over Matt Cox over Hudson, and then Hunter, and then Rob. Your top 5 here as we enter into the closing stages of this stage. See, tongue twister. Closing stages of the stage. So what's your thoughts here coming to the end of the stage, man? What do you think we're going to see in that final run?
I think we're going to see a lot of the same unless somebody's been seriously sandbagging here.
Lester through the mini.
I don't even know that it's going to do any good to flip the stage.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to, man. I really don't.
I don't think it's worth it.
And there's the caution. Lap 35. I had it at 36, but it is out at 35. So there you go. Well, end the stage here. We will let them get it up. Me and our co-partners over here will get it sorted out. We'll go to commercial break. When we come back, we'll have pit stops at Daytona.
I'm gonna stand.
All right, we're back, everybody. We're back in the booth and ready to go again for another round of stage cautions and pit stops that just occurred, and now we're setting up for that final run to the end.
Have we caught up to the? Have we done our pit stops yet?
Just
I was
now.
away from.
Just
Okay.
now. They literally just now done them, and nobody really flipped anything or anything crazy.
Nobody's close enough to the leader to be able to flip them. It really is not. That's going to take it to be advantageous. Although Lester did not run the pace he did that time, as he did the first stage. They're just now doing the lucky dog.
So, to the drivers in the field, for $300, I'll have Mettler go ahead and block the leader for you.
Yeah.
Starting bid $300.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's blocking Lester right now.
Well, I mean, I should say use you as a battering ram.
He can go anywhere.
Yeah, Lester can go anywhere, but, you know, I heard you talking about his car on exit under throttle, and that sensation, that condition seems to be trending up for me as well. Granted, I am nowhere near Lester's pace. Probably shouldn't even be mentioning my name in the same sentence as his, but I am feeling that in the race car. When I go to pick up the throttle, I'm having to be more cautious because the back end wants to just step out and not be engaged with the racetrack.
Are you on a custom setup, or are you just on the iRacing default?
That's a good question. I am on the default.
Yeah, that's a lot to do with it.
And again, I wasn't prepped to run this. This was... We'll talk about that off camera, off air, but hey, we're here. We're having a good time and getting a newfound respect for this road course. This thing is anything but easy.
You got that right.
All right, I want to get Mettler as a pay driver in chat. Everybody start hashtag Mettler as a pay driver.
Uh-oh.
He paid for his ride. All right, rolling onto the front straight away. We should see one to go this time, my man.
We should. Everybody's lining up here. And there goes the wave around cars.
So your lead producer is going to go ahead and take his medicine. Whether this is a good idea or a bad idea, we'll see later. But allegedly, it's a good idea.
That's what the doctor says. Lights are out on the Porsche pace car.
Well, anybody at home ever took your medicine, forgot to grab a drink, and it's in your mouth, and you're like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Happens when you get busy.
Ugh.
It be like that sometimes, bro.
Man, why do they got to make medicine taste so bad? Jeez.
You would think it'd make it taste good if they wanted you to take it.
You would think. The opinions of Redline Racing Network are strictly the opinions of Redline Racing Network. We're not offering medical advice of any sort.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not for me. Dr. Google.
However, if it tastes better, more people would take their medicine.
Please ask your doctor.
Or may take an excessive amount of medicine.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing, yeah. The worst medicine I've ever took, and people may sympathize with this, is last time I had COVID, the doctor prescribed for me that Paxlovid stuff.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh, I've got two reactions there. People know. That is the worst stuff I have ever taken.
You almost don't want to take it because it tastes that bad.
Yes.
It was like a metallic skunk taste.
Yeah.
I can't. It's awful, and it stays with you for a week after you get done taking it.
All right. He's eating a skunk. Here it is.
That gives me an idea for a paint scheme.
Pepe Le Pew Redline machine.
Something like that. You got it.
Pepe Le Pew. Here we go. Lester leading. Let's see if he can get away on this restart. Because if he gets away on
All
this
right.
one,
I want to point out something that I'm seeing, and I don't know from inside the car. Under these pace laps, Matt Cox is shutting his car off and saving fuel. Are we going to be close on fuel?
The Matt in the back's doing the same thing too.
Yep. What's the numbers? How many laps you got in the tank, Metler?
I can literally hear the wheels.
Stand by.
The wheels turning, the gears are turning.
Yeah.
23 laps remaining projected, but that's going to go up
Yeah.
because I don't have the pace these guys do.
We're not making it on fuel, I don't think.
No, that was my question.
No, we're not making it on. We're not making it on go juice. We're going to have to make one more stop.
That's what they're trying to do, is get within enough to make that one more stop. Here we go, coming to green for the final
So we should
time.
have 32 laps left, and you talking.
22.
So, okay.
Here we go, green flag in the air, 1 to go, 32 left, roughly 23-ish in the tank. Here we go, Lester down into 1. And just like smooth as butter, the 22 will move to second.
Yep. No competition. Cox just kind of lets him be and goes on about his business.
Whoa, somebody got turned at the B-saw.
Oh, it's the 6. Wow.
Whoa,
He
grab
went
the
out.
brake, grab the brake. He's rolling backwards. He got it.
Yeah, he got it going. Wow, he went way on out there.
I thought he was going to come out the other side there for a minute.
I did too.
That could have been big. B-saw is be gone.
So, here's what makes it interesting, because it doesn't appear they're throwing cautions other than stage cautions in this race. Could be wrong. We're likely to go to the end on green flag here, so we're going to see some strategy play out here.
Yeah, I think so. The pit roads, in theory, should open up in 10 laps. Make it to the end, right? In theory.
But to win, you've got to be close to the leader. If you're going to make some sort of strategy call to win, you've got to. Matt Cox and Tane Hudson have got to stay with the leader here. But I can tell you what's going through Matt Cox's head right now. He's trying to figure out how he can make it the rest of the way on this tank.
100% agree with you there, Jeff.
So, Jeff, I'm going to leave it over to you to talk just 1 second with Mettler. I've got a code Bravo, so I'll be right back.
10-4.
10-4. Local caution here. Another car went up there and had a speed date with the fence. I believe that was the 09 of William Kemp. As he's got it back pointed the right direction, and I got a black flag to serve this time by, Jeff.
Stop and go.
Stop and go.
Yeah. So, and I don't know that. How's it looking on fuel for you once you get into a straight? I mean, you've made a lap.
Coming down to pit road now. I had to get out of the. Want to get out of that guy's way. He's on the lead lap. So right now on pit road, this is a drive-through penalty. This is not a stop and go. We cruise through here at 55 miles an hour. Don't want to go over that and get busted for speeding and compound the problem. So as it's trending right now, we were last at 23 at the drop of the green flag, and we are still at 22.8 remaining.
Yeah, and we got 30 laps to go. There's no way Matt Cox can stretch this. I don't know if anybody can. That's impossible. There's no way you can get that many laps out of it.
I mean, Matt Cox is good at saving fuel. I don't think Houdini would be able to save that much.
Nope, not that many laps.
You know who might could, guys? He is a mind freak. Chris Angel, get it?
That's possible. Unless I don't guess nobody was able to pull off and hit it with fuel again, but still, there's no way. Too many laps.
Yeah.
Too many laps in that gap. You're better off just running as hard as you can and pitting when you can.
Because, I mean, like you said earlier, Jeff, you have to be within arm's reach of Hodison and Lester to even have a chance of making that work.
Yeah, any type of strategy call. That's the thing about the road courses. You can't be off the lead, or you can't be running 15th in the road course and make a strategy play like you can in the oval.
Yeah, you literally can't do
Exactly.
that. Yeah, I agree with both of you there. You're kind of pinned in, right, on what you do.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, right? Because we would love to see a strategy call.
I would love to see somebody pull a rabbit out of a hat here, and if there is one, I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
In fact, Lester just keyed up and said no one can make it on fuel.
Well, that makes it a pretty much straightforward run to the end then.
Yep. I'm wondering if he's listening to the broadcast and just threw it out there.
Here we go. Eric down pit road right now, and Bobby Dennis down pit road as well.
They're going in early. They're going to take the hit early and come on down, bring it on down pit road and fill it up. And that pit
Fuel only, or you take no tires, just fuel?
Well, I don't know.
Nope.
Kind of interested to see what these guys are going to do.
Looking like tires. To me, that's a little too far out still to try it.
Yeah, unless he's fixing damage, I think the 5 had been in a wreck, so yeah, I don't think he was on.
I don't think it's going to matter to the strategy to the end, really.
Nah.
It was just a. I think that you're right. Fixing damage. Well, we are still smoothly heading toward the end of this thing.
All right, guys, I'm going to put the visor down, focus, and see if we can hit a lap or two here before we point out of this thing.
Keep digging.
All right, Lester.
The battle for second's heating up a little bit, but Joseph Lester, he's off in another zip code.
Yes, he is absolutely gone.
He's halfway to Jacksonville.
He done passed Ocala, headed to Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's on up there. But battle for second place is fun to watch.
Nice working their way through.
And you can see how gingerly Matt Cox is trying to get that throttle down. It's just he's trying to get a run on the 22, and it's like I can't get the. You just reach and touch and touch and touch, and it's like having an egg under the throttle, as they say. So if you hit it too hard, you're gonna crack it.
Hodson right there. Man, it's so easy on the pedals.
Oh. Hodson messed up in the minibus stop, and Cox ended up right beside him. Battle for second's on.
Oh, no, let them fight. Here we go.
Oh, and Matt Cox overshoots turn 1.
Oh, and he's in the air.
He's airborne. Ha ha.
Hey, Cox, bud, that's not what you want to do, buddy. He tried his best.
Somebody hear the R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
He tried his best Mettler impersonation and got airborne.
He did. Oh!
I don't think that's going to be good on the suspension parts.
No.
This is not jumpy trucks. Hodson. Cox. Man. That's got to hurt that car, don't you think?
I think it has to, but now I move on to my the likely winner of my Fresh Fruit of the Looms award of the race. Probably go to Matt Cox for that one. Wow.
And the don't stayed your ride, use Tide moment of the race as well. Both go to Matt Cox. In fact, we're going to give him a gift basket. Jeff, we're going to hook him up with both.
Send him a send him a fresh pair of Fruit of the Looms and a Tide pin.
Yep. We're going to have Matt J autograph him too.
Yeah, I'm autographing. I got you.
I forgot who got the award last week. I forgot. It was in a wreck. I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
I was watching the race during that moment, and here we go, another off-track moment because I'm running my mouth.
So that's why you got the black flag. You got 17 incident points, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That was 18.
That was 18. All right. He said it for a black flag.
Are you trying to be like Pac-Man and get the high score?
When he gets to 25, he's going to be black flag. Or that's the end of the thing.
I'm going to get the Dairy Queen award.
That's right.
Okay,
so
we're trying.
Matt Cox takes a really wide entry. I have to remember that Wednesday night. Matt takes a really wide entry into turn 1, and that may be why it upsets the car. He may not be real clean where he's running down. There may be some debris from tire rubber that kind of flakes off and he doesn't get into the corner good.
44 of 70 on the board. And you talk about tire debris and all the things. It's probably starting to build up around the racetrack, man.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely building up around the track and the little oddball spots. And tracks took rubber.
.45 complete. This time. When does pit road open up?
I think you can pit anytime now. I would say they're probably going to split it. As I say, even with Cox and Hodison, or Hodison is 8 seconds behind Lester. There's no strategy call going to make up 8 seconds. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, Hodison's going to need jet fuel in that race car.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. And Cox is going to run him back down here, it looks, but doesn't matter. You're still not going to. You're not going to catch Lester. He's running almost a half second a lap faster than the rest of the field. Than the second and third place cars, especially.
Update on Mettler back there. He's up into the top 15. Continuing to move forward, rolling around the racetrack.
I thought you was going to say up into the wall.
Oh, that'll happen later. Nice. Again, everybody pretty well spread apart at this point, man.
Yep.
Mettler struggle busting.
Not a lot going on here.
Which is what we kind of expected in this final run.
We did.
Stevie Wonder saw that coming.
It's our next road course. I believe it's Sonoma.
Wine country.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I actually like that road course. Once I figured out how to race it, it's one of those road courses you really can attack. You got to run it slow and take your time. It's actually a fun course.
Yes, it is.
Now, I don't like Mettler spinning in front of third place.
Hey, Mettler, bud, you can't park there.
Hey, you're good, brother. All good.
I like the new version of that course better than the old version with the inner loop in it, that the big old sweeping left-hander.
Yes.
I don't like that. I like the short course better. I'm probably in a minority on that too.
I kind of agree with you.
Oh, someone just went off.
Oh, that would have been Levi Poland. Let's take a look.
Oh, they're still going for the 45.
Yep.
The Cheetos man.
Spinning, still spinning, and spins again, trying to get back going.
Oh, yeah, he spins it out twice. And here again, we go back to this new tire. If you get these tires hot, you burn or if you spin, they get slick. If you spin out on them, it burns 10, 15, or 5 to 10% off the tires. It's a big difference.
As they work their way through. Bill Poland now the gap up to 11 seconds and climbing.
He is just absolutely putting on a clinic.
There's our buddy Ron. Ron inside the top 7 here.
Yes, he is. Ron Fitting.
What about Chris Davis? Going to get a top 10 if it stays the same here.
Yeah, he's headed that direction.
I mean, right now he's going to get passed, but, you know, he's still within the top 10.
I wonder if we won't see some guys make their way onto pit road here soon.
Yeah, I think we're nearly about 2 or 3 laps away from that stop cycle to begin. Because again,
you can go anytime now, I believe.
Yeah.
And make it the rest of the way.
Now working their way through. It's going to be Joseph. 24 to go.
4 to go. Lester's coming through the. He's down in the tri-oval, and second place is over in. Second place is still in the mini horseshoe. Like, it is just absolutely a shellacking.
24 to go. Nice job. Right
24
down,
to go.
right down through, and he is just, man, I'm so impressed with that race car.
I am too, and like, this is a masterclass on you know, being able to recover from mistakes too. He's had a couple mistakes, and he's just masterfully recovered.
Man, nice work.
How good it feels to have a car like that. It just feels so good. He's then gapped him out another. He's on up to 12.4 seconds at the stripe last time.
Hunter back to 4th. What about Tony there with Levi in the 5th and 6th spot?
You know, Tony's made a nice recovery because he was involved in one of the early incidents in the first stage. I don't think he got any damage. I think he just spun out or something or got checked up.
Can I point out something?
What's that?
I don't want to say it again, but somebody went off course.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, allegedly we might know this person.
Well, it wasn't Joseph Lester, I can tell you that.
No, it wasn't Joseph Lester.
It wasn't Joseph Lester.
It was a certain, you know, Redline car.
Oh. Well, there's only one in a race.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So what he can say is his wife's driving the car?
That's what I would
Definitely
say.
not. I don't up to it.
Oh, Dakota's got a problem. We got another one in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Let's take a look. Is it the mini stop again? Yep. Yep. And good job not plowing through it. Because he could have just went straight. Wow. So again, do we have any battles within the top 10? We got a little bit here besides Rob and I know that's the 64 and 6. I believe that's Mettler. Bye, Mettler. Davis gonna come through. He'll catch Mettler in a minute. $23 to go here tonight. Carson back here, sneaking through. There's some continuing to lead. Man, everybody is equally spread out right now, Jeff.
Yeah, it's kind of got into a race pace that, like I said, with no other cautions, I don't see much changing here. As long as the leader doesn't make any mistakes, I mean, second and third are fairly close. They're very well matched. The leader makes no mistakes. This one's in the books.
Yes, it is. absolutely with 21 to go, if nothing changed, or what, 22 to go with nothing changing.
Yeah.
Oh man, this has absolutely been a wicked ride here tonight. But
It is.
Joseph Lester been absolutely floored us tonight with what he's done.
Oh, Chris Davis spins it around in the horseshoe.
Oh, let's go take a look. Davis around.
I believe it's the international horseshoe.
Thing of it is, you can spin out here. Luckily, you got plenty of room.
I think he just gets into the corner here, and he locks up the rear brakes. Yeah, just a little bit.
How many times have we been running a 24-hour and done something like that?
Yeah, the only 24-hour you're going to get run over because there's so many cars. Like, it's thick. Out here, they don't have a ton of cars to race around.
There's what, 60 something to enter?
Oh yeah, it's a field full.
Now, for me, when I 24-hour, you make a mistake, and all you hear on the radio is your spotter going, not clear to
Not
roll.
clear.
I'm going to stay higher.
And you can recover. We talk about the 24 a little bit. It's a lot of fun to do that with you find a group of guys to do that with, and you practice. And then the night of it or the day of it, everybody picks time slots to race in, and
Uh,
everybody comes in the Discord channels. It's a lot of fun to do that.
So if we do this with Matt, we're just going to bring the car back in one piece, man.
Just we give him plenty of downforce. It'd be all right.
What do you mean, plenty of Down syndrome? What are you trying to say?
Oh, Jesus. Down force.
I said down
Oh.
down force.
I thought you said, oops.
I hope I didn't say that. I meant
No.
to say down force, but
With the, nope, that's not what he said, but that's what we heard. Well, folks, again, the comments of one Matt Mettler here at the Redline Racing Network does not include all of our opinions here at the Redline Racing Network. We
new
apologize.
phone, who it is? New phone, who it is?
Actually, I didn't make it, in any remarks. I asked a question.
Okay, that's what you thought we said.
Exactly.
Down force. We'll give you a call
Down
with a lot of
force.
down force.
Well, that's good. I'll be staying on the
Spinning it out.
racetrack. Exactly.
Yeah. Glue you down to the track.
He's going to be like 5 mile an hour slower through the throttle, but
I think we should give the 35 a pass-through penalty to make this thing interesting. What do y'all think?
Man, yeah, I think so too.
He's probably listening.
Oh,
He's
yes.
probably listening to us like you. Yeah. Wouldn't matter.
Gap now, 16 seconds.
Yeah, 16 seconds. He would. You could give him a pass though, and he'd still come out in the lead.
He needs to go over to Steak and Shake and grab the broadcaster's fry.
Oh, that'd be good. I want to try Steak and Shake's new fries. I hear they're frying them in beef tallow now.
They
I want
are
to try that.
Cox, Tony. There's Hunter there also. Nice work. So again, 20 to go.
20 to go, and we ought to see some pit stops. Let's talk about Pocono next week.
What about Pocono? Tell me about Pocono, buddy.
I don't know. We're gonna find. I wish we had run. I was hoping you'd have some insight in it. I'm kind of curious how this car is gonna be on it. I know the Ryko guys have already been out practicing, and I know Kenny has too. And I haven't been in none of those sessions this weekend. I've took a break from iRacing since our league race. We're on week 13, so it's been a little bit of a breakaway. And it looks like I should have been running some laps on this road course for our league race Wednesday night, but it didn't. But I hadn't done it. But
Well, you
so
see,
Pocono might be interesting.
So I've been testing the Gen 4 car myself.
Yeah, I've heard positive and negative about that.
What's the positive?
I don't know. Some people just liked it and enjoyed it. They like the fact that it's got a lot of power. They think it'll burn the tires off good. But
What's the negative?
Yeah, I don't know.
Lester, I'm going to stay high here. Staying
What's your
high.
opinion of it?
I think it's so much fun, honestly. Levi Poland.
Is it more fun than the old Gen 4 car?
I believe so.
Yeah.
We got more problems here.
Oh, the 45.
And slide. Not slide.
Ooh, yeah, wow, he locked in brakes up early.
Man, if this is real life, those tires would be flat.
Flat as a flitter.
So Joseph now 18 seconds. He can literally just ride.
He's got a big enough lead. He could clutch it and save enough fuel, probably. Not literally, and probably not, but I guess a massive lead.
Well, you don't have to worry about making a mistake.
No.
Don't make a mistake. That's the thing.
Keep on keeping on.
You see that? 18 to go. This time.
Mettler, how many incidence points you got?
22.
22. He's one slip up from a DQ.
Yep. He's almost.
Well, technically 2.
All you got to do is make it 18 more or 19 more laps, buddy. You got this. Joseph continuing to lead right now and up front in front of Hudson, who is trying to do something. By the way, right now there's only 9 cars on the lead lap.
But yeah, he's just put on a clinic, man. He's all the way into the top 10 passing cars, putting him a lap down.
We started.
I mean,
what did we start with? 25 cars?
Yeah, the race may be for second place here, as far as what I can tell in the top, the top 10 here, because Matt Cox has steadily chipped away at Hodson.
Nice.
But again, as soon as Cox gets in his wake, though, that's when it gets harder and harder. Since I'm worried about it Pocono, I feel like I worry the cars will be packed up so much. I'm a little nervous about it.
It'll be interesting to see, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I tell you something, I get through turns 2 and turns 3 at Pocono great, but I can't get through turn 1 the same twice. I don't know what it is about that place.
Coming to 18. Dude, Pocono is tricky because all those corners are different.
They're all 3 different. Like I said, I can get through 2 and 3 good, but turn 1, I just never can hit the same spot again. Twice.
So, man, I am wondering, when does Lester hit pit road?
I'm wondering myself.
Hunter,
He just turned one of his fastest laps of the race.
Hunter down pit road right now.
He just run his fastest lap of the race. And the fastest of anybody.
That is insane.
153.006.
That deep into a tire run. That is crazy.
Yep, that is his fastest lap and the fastest lap of the race. He just got where it changes the color for him or whatever, depending on the software you got.
If you were wondering how much Lester was dialing back the afterburners, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, he accidentally flipped them on.
Yep. That man's got another gear we haven't seen yet.
Well, it may be where the car's getting low on fuel. It's picking up a little speed now. I don't know for sure. We're going to see here what he does this lap, see if he's able to back that up.
Yes, sir. Taking a look at Cox holding on in the line.
I'm going to stay high here for you.
So again, right now Cox into third, just holding serve. Lester there as well. Man, they are just, trying their best to get to the end of this thing.
I wonder if I'm right on that, as that was his fastest lap. I just seen it flash up on my software, but I wonder if that's correct.
It says it is.
Unless something funky went on with the timing and scoring feed there.
You said a 153.001, right?
006.
I've got a 001 on mine. Either way, that's insane.
153.001 is his last lap.
No, that is his fastest.
Yeah, but I don't know when it occurred. I thought the way it flashed up there that it said it was, and like I said, something went funny with the scoring there.
Well, right now he is rolling 154 last time by.
I think I
9:09.
misspoken. I think it must have been
Yeah,
earlier.
water
I
hunter.
don't.
Thank you.
I think the iOverlay racing apps just updated, and I seen it then. I don't really know why that happened, but it.
It did. It doesn't
He-
matter. That's a wicked lap.
Regardless of when, that's a wicked lap. I'm see if I can figure out when that lap actually happened.
Matt, you don't need water, buddy. You need some water with some liquid IV in it.
He needs nitrous. Yeah, I believe
Take that.
I believe I had a little bit of a software glitch there, and I misspoke. Leaders on pit road.
Oh,
Down he goes. Nice and easy.
So I apologize for that mistake, anybody listening.
Oh, it's still fast. I mean,
It's still fast. He's on pit road. I'm assuming he's going to take 4 tires and fuel. I don't see why not. With an 18-second lead, there's no point in taking 2 tires. 4 tires, fuel, and he's away. Looks like he got in and out of there clean, too.
yes, sir. 16 to go.
Oh, he hits the wall
Oh,
on pit exit.
No. Lester.
Looking to see if there's any damage.
Taking a look
Doesn't-
here.
Doesn't appear to be.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, no damage.
How did he get that one?
Unless there's something internal and the front end settings messed up there in that impact. He's good.
Oh,
no,
he's got to have a little bit of wheel damage, man. It has to be. As hard as he hit that, let's go on board. Let's investigate journalism.
investigate journalism.
Investigate. Yeah, whatever. Investigate. Yeah, you get the point.
He's got some scrape marks on the right front, but it doesn't appear.
I'm
Be
not
anything
sure
out of the
looking
ordinary.
at that wheel. It looks to be somewhat straight. Either way, that car is quick.
I don't. Even if he has wheel damage, I don't think it's going to. They ain't gonna slow him down none. Let's see a lap here with him and see what happens.
Absolutely insanity. Sega. Oh, let's see what we got here. Lester. 2:19 that time, or 2:19.8. That's a pit lap. Hey, Mettler, don't feel bad. The leader just ran the same lap time you did last time by, and he made a pit stop, bud.
Ain't that something? Mettler says you can't get no love in here.
Right? On his own channel.
Hey, I invited.
All right, so Question is, when's Hodson coming to pit road now?
Yeah, I can't see why they would stay out here.
Well, 15 to go. I mean, he's not going to stay out all the way, but, you know. If he does, I'm going to eat my words.
I know. Same.
So, one around. That's somebody.
Yes, I spun.
All right, back to the Redline replay, everybody.
Go for it. Let's roll it.
And Mettler comes into the corner.
That's at least a 2X, so this is...
Up, curb, and...
Maybe just a 1X?
Nice park.
I didn't hit anything. Almost, but I didn't.
Oh, so you didn't get any incidence points, did you?
Nope, I did not.
What are you at now?
Same where I was the last time.
Okay.
He's going to make it. All right, up front, it's going to be Hodson continuing to lead.
All right, so you want to know what's scary?
What's that?
Hodson is pit, put 4 tires and filled it up full of fuel, and he's getting ready to pass Matt Cox, which has not pitted yet.
Yeah, Lester, yeah. Yeah, that's scary. Wow. He's just got to take it easy. That's all he's got to do. That's it. If he doesn't, if he keeps that car calm, he's in good shape.
It's so hard to keep track of this on a road course.
Well, yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Or this particular road course.
$13 to go. This time by for the field. It's been an absolute wonderful race here tonight. I mean, for road course standards, they've done a really good job.
They've kept it clean.
And your main broadcaster over here has got to go for producer to cook right real quick when this ends. Or when the wife comes, she's going to kill him.
DoorDash.
I'm going to become Chef Ramsay real fast.
That's right.
All right, it's going to be Hodson continuing to lead. Nice job, Hodson, checking out. All right, Western trying to get it close it. Well, when Hodson hits pit road, he'll get the race lead back here, in my opinion.
He will. I don't even know what the strategy is there, unless they're trying to run it long and only put fuel in the car. But again, they've done gave up. Lester's coming around them, so it don't matter.
I normally don't talk about this on the air, but let's talk about this. What's the one problem we didn't have tonight that we had last week?
Cautions.
Other than that,
Uh,
the cars blinking out because of iRacing,
oh yeah.
and nothing changed. That makes no sense.
No.
I got to back you up on that one.
Yeah. Maybe they had weather issues.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. 13 to go. Speaking of weather here is about 15 to 20 minutes out, so we're going to make it.
In theory.
In theory. And then it needs to hold off by another hour for me to cook supper, because if it don't, I'm in trouble.
I'll stay high, Matty.
Bowl of cereal it is.
Odds and... I mean, if that's the case,
Odds.
the channel owner might not have a producer, because I might get a pot upside the head.
As long as she washes it when she's done.
Yep. Lester continuing to lead.
Well, gain on the leader. He's not in the lead yet.
Well, yeah, he's gaining. Well, he's essentially going to be.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out the move here.
I guess just run as long as he can. Hope for something.
Try to get a tire advantage on it. I don't know. I mean, it's just no.
There's no real play here. He's just, yeah.
There's no play whatsoever.
By the way, there's 7 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah.
So who won that bit? I did. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Tony jumped the pit road. What happened to Tony?
Well, Matt Cox was on pit road last lap too.
Let's take a look.
Matt Cox is right in front of me. Well, was.
Yeah, it looks like Matt pitted, got him some fuel and tires. I'm curious if he.
Oh, Tony put it in the tire barrier, I think. Nope. Is he gonna stop? Yeah.
And Cox went for a full pit stop, so no strategy call on his part. And
well, the fat lady ain't sung yet, but she's getting warmed up.
she's getting warmed up.
I'm hoping for a crazy something to happen here, but if Lester just
I can promise you Lester is not.
yeah. Maybe we get a random yellow. Who knows?
The leader is on pit road.
There we go, and that'll give Lester back the race lead. The question
Looks
is,
like Tony Muring just lost connection, dropped out, equipment in failure.
oh no,
Dang, hate that for Tony. Tony's running good, had a solid run going on.
William Knopf into the top 7. What about our buddy Ron? 1 spot out of the top 5.
He's doing it, doing good too. Good run for a lot of these guys. You needed that after what a fiasco last week was with all the wrecks and cautions.
Mettler, just so you know, you're on the same lap as the car in front of you.
Thank you, sir.
No pressure behind. I sound like I'm doing the 24-hour race all over again.
It does. That's exactly what it feels like.
It does.
But I'm gonna tell you, those late night hours when you're at 3 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning, you need that person with you. It can't be. You got to do it as a team. It's got to be somebody up the whole time with you in case you fall asleep or something happens and you got to get off quick because life happens. Something happens, somebody's got to be there to fill in. Somebody talk you through it. Of course, you've got those Max Verstappens out there that literally do it 24 hours and never stand up. So I don't know how that happened.
They just slam Red Bulls.
They must. No, I can't imagine it, but there may have been a point in my life, teenager, early 20s, that I would have tried something like that. Not today. Back when you're bulletproof, it might work.
Right? Man, what a roll here 10 to go. So 10 more laps to get to the end of this one, man. This has been a journey.
These guys are headed to Pocono.
Yeah,
Probably happily.
About 2 hours and 5 minutes in this race car for these guys right now.
Yeah. They're ready to stretch.
It feels a lot longer than that.
I guarantee it does.
This is not easy.
Nope, it's not an easy course in this car.
And not at all. By the rate of attrition, you could see that.
Yeah, by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, this is probably my 7th road start since I've had my iRacing account. Probably
Good
number
Lord,
6
yeah.
or 7.
Yeah.
You're going to have to come under the Matt J road course learning tree. Lester continuing to lead. Bye now.
I'm just trying to make it all the way home now.
Well, you got 10 more times, man. Sounds easy, but that's about 120 corners.
He just
No,
he
it
just
isn't.
went airborne.
Oh crap!
And, hey, we're good. No incident point.
You didn't get any incident point for that?
Nope, none.
On what planet Earth is that not an incident
No,
point?
I was checking the spec line on the roto girder there for when the off-road obstacle team comes through there. They have the right trajectory to clear that second divot.
Doing the hard work, man. Doing the hard work.
Yeah, I got to stop talking. I can't talk and do this at the same time.
It's okay, Mikey. It's okay, Michael Waltrip over there.
He's off the course again.
That's why I said I'm shutting up.
Cox. Tyler. Taking a look here, Tyler and Levi. Nice little battle forming there for 4th and 5th. So a little battle forming up here into the back straightaway. Nice job. Oh, Levi. Never mind, we don't have a battle.
In front of me.
One around in the bus stop. Is that Levi?
Yep, that's
Yep.
Levi.
Over here in the Twisted Sister zone.
It was a battle, and then the battle went bye-bye. My name is William Knopf, and I run for government. Up to 7th. Hodson there. Nice and tight. In the 2nd.
It does look like the lead's tightened up a little bit for second place.
Just a scotch.
Just a scotch.
I don't think he's going to have time to get there, but, you know.
Matt Cox is a smidge faster than Hodson.
I love how we're using Virginia language.
Smidge, just a smidge.
Just a scotch. Just a something.
A scotch.
We're holding our breath. A certain car can make it to the end.
He can't afford any more off tracks.
I cannot.
You better not start talking, because if you do, you're going to go flying off the racetrack, bro. Oh, that'd be bad. There you go.
There's not a lot going on right here, is it?
No, they're pretty well spread apart, man. We probably pretty well got her lined
Which
down.
we figured that would happen in this stage. Barring any mistake by Lester, that was kind of what we felt was going to happen.
Seven to go. Lester right now at about, what is that? 20,
Like 2 miles ahead.
34 seconds. Jesus.
Yeah.
The gap, though, between Cox and Hodson is slowly closing with 8 to go. 8 to go, and that gap might be a battle for second.
Lester's just gotten better as this races went on. We said he was struggling. I mean, he did look like he struggled a little bit, but he could have got the tires hot and he checked, you know, that anything could have happened. So these tires are sensitive, and these tires actually wear now.
We have learned a lot from this race, have we not?
I think so too. I've learned a lot. I've seen every mistake that could possibly get made.
Including by our very own Matt Mettler.
for sure. That's all right.
I didn't hit the pace car.
That's because it's invisible.
I still didn't hit it.
Still stands to reason he did not hit the pace
That would
car.
have crashed. Are you kidding me?
Looks like it was a little wreck, a little skirmish there in front of the leader.
I believe that was our boy Mettler. I don't know how he's got not gotten to win that shit.
The trouble seems to find him.
Coming to 6 to go. Can storylines of this race? Can Mettler make it to the end? Can the battle for second heat up before we get there? We got 6 more trips.
Stay high here, Ron.
Cox is trying to get to Hodson. He just can't get there yet. So what have you thought overall, man? I know it's been a long night.
I'd say this has been the most difficult race to broadcast, and I'd kind of seen it coming in. Because it's not a lot of cautions, not a lot of build-up from our standpoint, so... But I like the fact that the tires wore.
Yes,
I think
sir.
that's good, bodes well for the other road courses and short tracks. You shouldn't be able to run this whole race on a set of tires. It's insane. I don't know how iRacing thought that was okay for so long. Like you'd run this whole race and you'd still have 90% on your tires. You know what I mean? That was an issue. Nice to see that fixed.
So again,
What do you-
that's a really good thing. Actually,
Didn't matter to Joseph Lester.
no, it didn't. Man, I think Lester could have ran any tire model tonight.
I think he could have rode on rotors.
I think he could put a spike strip in front of the car and you're good.
Yeah, I think he would have been good because he literally is a 32-second lead now. He could literally put 4 tires on it and still come out with the lead.
And I'm kind of wondering if this guy's an Arkansas State trooper in real life as much as he runs.
I know, right?
Put
You
him,
must watch Live PD.
put him some wee woos on that car. You know, in that car, he's just got to be nailing his laps, just relaxing.
I'm kind of riding in car with him, just kind of see what's going on here.
Meanwhile, Cox and Hodson
I'm trying to pick up some tips.
Tips and tricks.
Yeah, and he's braking so much earlier than what I thought when I was testing it out.
Oh my gosh, this is absolutely a wild evening of racing.
It's like an ass kicking to me. Isn't that what Dale Earnhardt said after when he won the championship there? He said, that's what you call an ass kicking. Got a race for second. Matt Cox and Tane Hodison.
Nice job.
Battle for... Matt Cox gets away, had run him down and got away with second place there. Decisively.
Decisively. 4 to go.
Decisively.
What lap is the leader on?
We're coming to 4 to go.
66.
Copy that.
66, yeah.
Thank you.
He's coming out of 4 on 66.
This is absolutely wild, man. This
I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to redoing this in Sonoma. Because
yes.
I didn't feel like I haven't been able to contribute a lot to this broadcast because everything's been so spread out, so different. Like I say, I missed the fastest lap call there for. I think that was software related though, but nonetheless, I should have known better than a fastest lap of the race being turned that far late in. But
Jeff, you're doing great, man.
Yeah, you're
These
doing
types of
really well.
these types of races are the hardest for any level of broadcaster because you have not a lot of competition on the racetrack because of the car count. You have a large track area, and you're struggling to find that punch, that adrenaline feel that you're used to calling and talking about to fire, just get the mojo flowing, get people excited.
Mojo.
And there you go.
yeah, it's just
And
not there.
And
for
it's
this
not
track,
you.
Yeah,
It's not you. It's just a byproduct of this type of racing.
yeah. I think this track is. I could see why that it's not a regular track on the series because even the real
Now-
life broadcasters have a tough time
Now-
with this one.
If you had 40 cars out here, that might be a different story.
It might be. It might help it some, but like if you look at this, the space and the size of this track, I don't
Right.
know.
Well, I tell
If
you,
anything, these races are harder to call because you're constantly hunting, just grinding for,
Something to
topics,
happen.
talking points. Exactly.
yep,
You're doing a great job.
you're knocking them down and picking them up, my guy,
Heck yeah.
and keeping it rolling. I'm proud of you, man. 14 to go. This time by. This has been
40.
or 4 to go.
14 to go.
4 to go. My
They
apologies.
were coming
Whatever-
to 3 to go.
Whatever
The
we are
leaders-
doing. Okay, so
I think
3
it's
to go.
the leader just on lap 68 right now.
Jesus Christ, boys! I got to talk to you something off air. We about to have one heck of a broadcast come Pocono.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Pocono will be good.
You don't even know, Butler. I'll tell you off air. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, we're not going to talk. We're not going to let the surprise out of the bag yet.
Long Pond, PA.
That's right.
Joseph.
Best advice I could give you if you've never been to Long Pond, PA, do not set your GPS to shortest route. Do not do it.
Uh-oh. It must take you through a rough area. The rough, when I say rough, I mean mountainous region.
My Cadillac was hit by a cow.
Holy cow.
2 to go.
Uh-oh.
Your Cadillac got hit by a cow.
Or did you hit the cow?
No, the cow hit me.
But
Granted, the road wasn't even wide enough for woo! Oh God.
hang on to it, not down.
Sorry, Tyler.
This man really just about knocked the wall down.
We'll talk about it more post racing.
Yeah, sir. Right now, everybody continuing to roll forward right now.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Keep those tigers rolling. Rawhide.
I'm sitting here watching Lester. I'm just trying to pick up some tips for our Wednesday night race here. I might just pay him to log onto my account and run a race.
Hey, there you go.
Just drive it. I won't tell nobody. 2 to go for the leader.
2 laps to go.
Dominating performance. A 35-second lead over Matt Cox. And Matt, in all reality, has been able to run some decent laps in comparison to the leader. At times.
It's been absolutely insane.
I think the top 3 cars are clearly the best cars this week. And Tyler Hunter has had a great race too. He's just kind of stayed out. The leader's off the track.
Well, he's got.
Tyler, Lester, and Levi. Now Levi's had a lot of skirmishes and a lot of dust ups, but he's been able to recover well.
Matt Cox right there able to slide by Hodson. Nice work there. We missed that one when he slipped through. Nice job. And continuing to roll. This race tonight, man, some of these guys have absolutely just nailed it here tonight.
Yeah.
I'm in shock with what we've seen here tonight. Nice job. Field working through 2 laps to go.
Looks like Levi Poland, we were talking about him. He took a spin out of the bus stop on the backstretch. Nonetheless, the leader just took the white flag, 1 lap to go for Joseph Lester. And this absolute shellacking.
This has absolutely been a cattywampus. This is like the Vikings raiding the nearest village and getting away with it.
Yeah, and like I said, Lester run off the course that last lap, and now he's right in behind Matt Mettler.
Joseph freaking Lester.
Mettler's like, what am I going to do? I don't want to mess him up. Just run your line. He'll figure a way around you. Yeah.
All right, there we go. This is it. And I tell you what, if he gets that back to start finish line, which he will, absolutely insane. What a dominant performance by Lester. But take a look. Hodson's gotten back by, we got a battle. We got ding dongs off in the grass.
I wonder if Matt Cox had some issues. Oh, we got some action on the last lap down here.
Let's go.
Lester's off with the lead, but Hodson and Cox have had a little bit of a dust up back here.
Oh, here we go. Can Cox get there on that final bus stop attempt?
That's the hard part. He's going to have to try to bring him in, and passing in this bus stop is difficult. It appears that Matt Cox has been really good through the infield section of this track, but not as good on the actual big track sections.
He's going to have to send her, bud.
It's that they're a little too hard. Oh, Cox gets out of shape, but
Lester going to win.
Going back to the lead, Joseph Lester completes a masterful win.
Now back to Hodson.
Checkered flags.
Heck of a drive there, Joseph.
What an ass kicking.
Coming to the checkered flag here, and Hodson going to hang
Looks
on
like,
with Cox.
Yeah, man.
Looks like Hodson's going to roll in second and Cox in third.
Keep it rolling, roll hard.
You know what? How about Ron Fitting with the top 5?
How about it?
Yeah.
Holy crap, that was a heck of a race.
Here we go. We're going to die now. Here we go.
Well, let's give it up for home driver here, actually making it to the end. You went up. I will get ready to get a hold of Mr. Lester here in a moment, guys.
Are we going to cut to a break first?
Yes, sir. Get everybody gathered up. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. We're going to gather in some drivers here for post race fun here tonight on a Sunday night of what was an absolute crazy race here. Let's talk to the guy that dominated, Mr. Lester. Mr. Lester, you got a copy, buddy.
I got you, buddy.
Well, you pretty much dominated tonight, far from a couple mistakes.
Yeah, stage two wasn't the greatest. Made a lot of mistakes there, and I just had to lock back in there at the end to catch them.
We did just that, bud. You walked back in
Yeah,
and got it back going. Go ahead, Jeff.
yeah, it looked like you got a little off your game there, and then you made the mistake, and then you just had to reel it back in.
Yeah, I just got too complacent, and when you do that, bad things happen. So it taught me a lesson for that final stage, and I think it paid off.
I'd say so, because that when you got back out there and run, it was just lights out, man.
Is there anything you learned different about that? Because that was absolutely wild, buddy.
Yeah, because we were kind of curious of a tire wear that we couldn't. We was curious on that what it actually looked like.
Well, the tire wear was pretty bad. I burnt my rears off the first two stages. But somehow my tire wear was better in the second stage, even though it didn't feel like it. But only thing I learned is not to take it easy and just to push the whole time so I don't lose my rhythm.
Just one of them things where you just had to manage it, right?
Yeah, I was kind of curious because this was a big change for everybody. I mean, we've been to these races, and there's been absolutely no tire fall off. We would run road course races or Martinsville, for example, short tracks and road courses. And you would be still in the 90% tire. So we were hoping for that to be more of an issue this race.
Yeah, I personally like the tire wear. I ran some NIS races this week. First race I didn't take tires. That was a bad idea. So I learned from that and decided I was taking tires any chance I got. I even thought about pitting there at the end, trying to get a fast lap in, but I just stayed out.
Yeah, it looked like you had the fastest lap. You had a pretty good one there too.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I could have got a second and a half faster though. So
oh, good, a second and a half.
yeah, I wasn't really pushing at the
Wow.
start of those runs.
Yeah, I need to figure out what setup do you run. My goodness,
It was a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but
a little bit of this and a little bit
honestly,
of that.
yeah, it's just tuning on it throughout the week and making sure it handles the way I like it.
Oh,
I
holy
wouldn't even know
hell.
where to begin on a road course setup. I lean on everybody else for that.
Yeah, I got some good resources to ask and see what I can do to change the car, but I personally am not the best setup builder. I couldn't tell you what you could change, but
Yeah, same.
I got a crew chief that does it right for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you really. I mean, this was an ass kicking. That's just about the size of it. There was no, there wasn't no way around it. No better way to put it. And congratulations on the win.
Thank you, man.
You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'd like to thank my dad for it's Father's Day, and he's always been there to support me through these races. And shout out to all my teammates. I didn't have nobody this race, but I know they'll be back whenever I'm back. I won't be here the next 2 weeks. I'd like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank the good Lord above. Let me do this, and just praise Jesus for the win and everything.
Right on, man.
Right on, man. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
All righty, there we have it. An absolute barn burner of a win for him today. And wow, Joseph did such a good job. Let's talk to the person that managed to come home second. Let's talk to Hodson. Hodson, you got us, Matt and Jeff and Matt in the booth. You got us,
Yeah,
everybody?
we don't know where Mettler's at.
Hello.
Hello. Well, you're going to hold off the fight with Cox to come home second.
Oh yeah, that was a great battle on the last lap. I knew I had to do something about it, but I didn't want to move room or anything. I feel like the whole race, it was Joseph was obviously in a league of his own. He was like a rocket ship, and then I think everybody kind of behind me and Matt were not slow, but they were not me and Matt's race, and then me and Matt were just like right on pace with each other, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because we had some good battles.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
did. Y'all are the highlights of the race as far as battles, and I mean even a little bit with the leader there.
yeah. Uh, he was kind of taking it easy on the first lap, Joseph, or the first stint. Joseph was, but after that he was flying. He's a really good road course driver, so he definitely deserved that one. And I think second is definitely the best I could do.
You didn't think you had any more in you there than what you had?
No, I think um, my fastest laps were like way faster than I thought I could go. Um, and it's props to James Morris at Twisted Speed Setups. He built this setup um, specifically for me and Diego, um, just for this league race, and it drove amazing. It was really quick. Again, not as fast as Joseph, but I don't think there was much we could do about that. I think that's more of a driver type scenario than setup. Um,
No, somebody that can stay focused and stay locked in on a road course like that, they're just impossible to beat.
Yes.
Yep.
For sure. Man, you did such a good
If they're
job.
fast to start with, I mean, if they're fast to begin with, they're just impossible to beat, and they can lock in like that.
Yep. I think he was like almost a second and a half faster than anybody in qualifying too. So that's kind of when I knew this might be a race for second place.
Yeah, that was going to be an ass kicking, is what you knew.
Well,
I mean, it wouldn't say like say you and y'all put on a good race. I say that wrong, but it was from a time standpoint, that's the way it appeared, didn't it?
Yep.
there we go, man. Well,
But,
congratulations, man. You did hard work.
Yeah, it was a great second place effort, and you and Cox put on the show there at the end.
yep. No props to him though. We both kept it very clean, and I talked to him afterwards, and we're both very happy. So I think the
And how do
last
you say your name?
battle was Hodison.
No,
My first name or my last name?
first name.
Like it's Tane. It's like
Okay,
Wayne with a T.
okay. I was just making sure that's the way I was saying it. I didn't want to be saying it wrong.
Nah, it's all good if you say it wrong too, as long as you get the gist.
All right. Yep.
Well, good job, buddy. Anybody you want to thank?
Well, as I said, Twisted Speed setup shops. They made me go from like made me gain like 2 seconds around here in just a couple days. James Morris specifically. Um, he's a really good guy, and this is all about having the right people around you. And on that note, my parents as well. Obviously, it's Father's Day. We went to see a movie, and they kind of shifted our schedule around today just to get me in this race. So I'm really appreciative of them doing that. That's really cool.
Parents always have
Um,
to sacrifice at that age. Yep.
yep. And then Diego, Logan wasn't running tonight. He obviously isn't full time in the Cup Series, more trucks. Um, but yeah, that's along the lines of having the right people around you. Unfortunately, I think Diego had a issue mid race. He was running the top six, I think, for most of it. So we had two really good cars. But yeah.
All right, man.
All righty.
Well, this is a great race. Good talking at you.
Yep. Thank you for the broadcast and happy Father's Day.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right, there we go. We'll get the other guy in the battle here. Mr. Cox, you got a copy? It's Matt, Jeff, and Matt in the booth.
Hey, yeah.
All right.
Tired. You
Tired.
Guys, got me wore out.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. That was a heck of a run.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm no road course aficionado or anything, so if I ever finish in the top 5, that's a real treat for me.
Man, that was an insane race, bro.
I,
It's just like dodging a lot of cars. I mean, yeah, seemed like there's people, at least one person a lap that you had to either go around or try to avoid.
so what I seen with it was it felt like early on I think he was just kind of really being conservative, and y'all was able to keep up with him. But I don't know. It seemed like he was in a league of his own today. The leader, Lester, was, but you and Hodson had a great race there at the end.
I mean, Max Verstappen?
Max Verstappen.
Yeah, he was really fast. He was really fast. Nothing, absolutely nothing to do to catch him unless he racked. He did actually spin once in I think the second stage and let me lead some laps, so that was pretty cool of him. But
Right?
yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
Matt
limit
actually
there.
thanked him over the radio, which I thought was kind of
Yeah, I heard
comical
that.
at that point in time.
Yeah, I know he did it on purpose so I could lead some laps, so I appreciated it.
Yeah, and I know you had some luck in the NIS this week, and I was like, well, Cox will be competitive here tonight. And you were. You really were.
Yeah, I was competitive for second. I don't even think I had second place speed, so yeah, top 5 speed.
Well, you had
Didn't
pulled away on him
necessarily
there at
wreck the
the end.
car. Who's that?
I thought you had pulled away from third place there at the end, and then he got right back to you. We didn't see what happened.
Oh, I had to use up a lot of stuff to get back to him. So, yeah, I pit a couple laps before him to try and get a little bit of advantage. So I had a few laps older tires, and it seemed like they flipped a switch there right after I got by
Okay.
him, unfortunately. But yeah, just tried to race hard, race clean. Pretty fun track.
Well, there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Indeed.
Yeah, this was a tough
Yeah,
broadcast. We were
that
talking about it
was.
because it was so hard to the race strings out in this, and there's not a lot of action. This was probably one of the more difficult ones. I feel like I'm kind of lost in catching up at this one.
That's when it
I'm
was
looking
tough.
forward to next week
Yeah,
now.
we'll be back. Okay.
I think you just needed to look for incident report or incident points because it might have been a little lackadaisical up there for action, but yeah, it was like it felt like at least once a lap there was someone going off. I mean, the debris caution was on, um, lit up just about every lap with somebody dragging grass onto the track and making little slick spots for you to watch out for. So
I did see
yeah,
that.
I've never seen that before. So yeah, it was slick too. When you hit one of those little gravel or grass strips, it got a little slick. So
Well, I seen all the people throwing it up on the track. I didn't really
yeah,
see. I mean, obviously, I couldn't tell that it was slick.
yeah. It'll be fun come Wednesday. We'll have another
Uh,
nice little crack at it. Hopefully, come away with another top 5 and then get the hell out of the road course back to Pocono. So
this is
that'll
an
be fun.
awful. To me, this is an awful variant of a road course, but
It's a rough
that's what
one.
they
The
give
Rolex
us.
24. Rolex 24 doesn't think so.
No, I agree. Now the 24 is different. I enjoy that.
You just don't like that last chicane. I get it. No one
I,
does. I kind of liked it because I wasn't awful there, but
I just don't think the car fits it. I mean, it spreads out in such a big track, but you know,
no.
it's whatever.
Cool.
Well, who you got to thank this week? Who all's helped you out this week? Not me because I ain't been around. I never help you out anyways. You help me out.
Who helped me out? I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are ignoring this week.
Right.
Um, poor Sean said I don't think he had any laps, and he wrecked out early. And then
Right.
Chris didn't have good luck. Tony unfortunately disconnected there towards the end, or he would have had a good run. I
Yes,
have to
he was
get
having
some
a solid run.
practice. Yeah, he can't catch a break. Poor guy.
Actually, still came away with a top 10. He came home in ninth.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that ain't
Actually.
bad. Yeah, I don't know. Just thank all the guys, of course. We're gonna have a nice week of Pocono here to race on, so hopefully that'll be fun. And
You think it's gonna be fun?
um, it can't be worse than this.
I mean, something
Fair
we all
enough.
three can agree on.
Yeah. Pretty bad, but it is what we've made it, and we move on.
We move on. Oh,
Alrighty.
nice job,
Love it.
man. Congrats.
Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.
See you, Matt.
See you soon, buddy.
And that, of course, the voice of the one and only Matt Cox from Beast Mode Performance starts in that 4th place position, comes home P3. And you know what he said? Matt Cox kind of always downplays how good he is out there on the racetrack, and I get that, but I can talk him up a little bit. I mean, he did a heck of a job out there tonight, not having a ton of reps, and as difficult as that track was, I mean, he went out there and performed way beyond my expectations. I mean, he really should be proud leaving here, packing up, and then everyone we're trying to get to the Tricky Triangle, Pocono from Long Pond, Pennsylvania, as you said, next week, Jeff. We'll get back to doing what we do. That track is going to be, I think it's going to be a great race because we're still trying to break down, the nuances of this race car, the tire package, the aero package, the feedback that, you guys have talked about it, you touched on it this race while I was driving, the strategies of the old, are gone. You can't just lag back and then just burn the tire coming through the field. You do that, you're a sitting duck now. You have to go on fresh tires. You have to be aggressive. If you don't, it's game over. So that's going to force some strategy change from, let's face it, this next-gen car hasn't had an update like this in quite some time. Then you take all of this and you put it at Pocono with one of the longest straightaways in all of NASCAR, high speeds. You got 3 turns. One is not like the other. And this race next weekend in Sunday night in prime time, I think, is going to be a high-octane thrill ride. So everyone watching right now, make sure you like, share, subscribe, smash the like button, ring the bell, come home to all the high-flying, high-octane racing action. This way you don't miss anything from Pocono. Next week is myself, Matt J., and Jeff Taylor. Call all the high-flying racing action right here on Redline Racing Network. Matt, I want to thank you once again for being a part of this team. You've been a great addition. And Jeff Taylor, my God, who would have thought this guy would be this good, this quick? He has been a breath of fresh air. And Matt J., I'm telling you, he did a heck of a job
Yeah,
up in the booth tonight.
He did.
And these races,
Well,
he
I
did.
appreciate it.
Road courses are tough to call. You always feel like you're behind the time or you're just off. And, you did a heck of a job just trying to stay engaged, finding things to talk about. And then when those battles did appear out there on the racetrack, you were quick to get fixated on it and get everything out of it that you can. Want to take a moment to thank all of the fans, all the friends, the family members, all the men and women behind the scenes that make this great league possible. Also, have to shout out Team Watson Racing Setups, the official setup shop of Redline Racing Network. You want to put some new boogie under the hoodie or survive in your ride, make sure you check out TWRS and tell them Redline Racing Network sent you. And now, Matt, I'm going to shut up, turn it back over to you. And it was fun to get out there on the racetrack and do something a little different. But next week is going to be a lit broadcast booth because it's going to be all 3 of us there in Pennsylvania, boys.
Yeah, y'all
should be scared.
Yes. Yes, we are. We head to Pennsylvania, but before we go there's one thing, Mettler. We forgot. Oh, no. We haul butt over to California tomorrow night. Xfinity Series goes hot at the Auto Club Speedway for 150 laps of star-studded action. So, that'll be fun. I want to thank Matt, as always, for having me on board. Jeff, you did a great job. Jeff, I guess we haul butt to Auto Club.
Yep. I'm going to haul butt to bed. I'm going to go to the shower. I don't know about y'all.
There we go, man.
And we'll figure out the rest of it.
Matt, get the jet cranked up. We're ready to go.
Copy that. 10-4.
All right, everybody.